you're saying to me. Oh, but I got you in Mr. Hurt Me all the time. Hurt me with the way you talk to me. Hurt me with your silence. You're Mr. Hurt Me all the time. Don't try to convince me I'm crazy. I won't fall for something like that again. She told me all of the things that you said when I wasn't around, and we were the picture of happiness. All of our friends wanna be us, but they don't know really how vicious you are. Baby, stop or I'm gone. Hurt me with your words. Hurt me with the way that you talk to me. Hurt me with your silence. You're Mr. Hurt Me all the time. Please, please, let's go back to the start. Please, please, stop beating on my heart. I'm weak into taking me apart. Now I know I'm a girl and I know what you are. If my sleeping so bad eyes, baby, bruised and black as night, I'm too tired to put up a fight. Maybe I should die. Mr. Hurt Me all the time. Hurt me with the way that you talk to me. Hurt me with your silence. You're Mr. Hurt Me all the time. Hurt me with the way you talk to me. Hurt me with your silence. You're Mr. Hurt Me all the
Hey y'all, hey, it's Little Red. How are y'all tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. Hey Leanne. Oopsie, I hit some funky buttons. Can y'all hear me? Yes, I did a couple new badges today. I think the squirrel is month number 2. And then there's a different one for 3. I haven't gotten past that. I just figured out how to make, actually, my friend Chat actually sent me one, and I used it, and then I figured out how to make the pictures the size they need to be, and how to adjust the sizes and stuff. So my badges might change, but I think I'll keep a squirrel. Your pick is, that Bugsy, yours is the one that Chat made for me. Oopsie, sorry. It is a glass of whiskey from her kitchen. It's an actual picture she took with Cheetos in front of it. And it says Little Red, y'all. I can actually show you. Well, I can't from here. I've got the picture somewhere in my phone. Gotta have it here maybe. Hold on, I might have it. If I have it here, I will show y'all the picture. I was worried I might have to crop it and make it so it's bigger, or change the background color. I'm learning a little bit about this picture editing stuff. Let's see here. Okay, I'll share y'all the new Whiskey Cheetos badge that Chat made for me, and I love it. It's right here. And she said this is and she put my name there. And this is actually Whiskey and Cheetos from her house. So thank you, chat. All members have a badge. I think right now the setting is the first month is the whiskey pouring into the glass with the Cheetos beside it. Month 2 or 3 is the picture I just showed you, and then the squirrel is the other one. You can do up to 6 different badges, and I'm going to do 6, and every month it'll change. And then I think after 5 months, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know how many, but I know you can do up to 6. Yeah, it is small. It's small on my desktop too. It's kind of hard to see that one. I need to maybe change the background color, or I don't know, crop it. But it's a cool pic. And the squirrel shows up better than I thought, and I think it's because it had a black background. That's just one I was playing with earlier. And they might change, y'all. I've just been playing with them a little bit. Hope everybody's doing good. Nene, Bugsy, Krista, York. I'm doing good. I have had a sore throat and a cough and a little sneezy fits for the last 2 days. But the gas people came and brought my gas this morning. So I don't have to rely on a little electric heater tonight. Last night was aggravating because Cash doesn't like sleeping apparently with the bedroom door shut. So I was trying to leave the door shut so the electric heater would not run all night and run my light bill up, and I could just set it to like 67 and snuggle up with Cash, but he would go to the door and bark at me. And I'd let him out, but he didn't want to go outside. He just wanted to be able to walk in and out of the bedroom, which he never does when the door's open. He's just being extra. Y'all understand. Cash is extra. Y'all seen him. Y'all know. Leanne, how are you doing? Who wants to come in and talk? We got 10 more minutes of members only. And I will wait for everyone to be able to come in, but if someone wants to come in and talk, I want to talk to my people tonight. Or talk about, this was really my idea. I don't want to talk about Katie tonight. I don't wanna. And every YouTube video I've seen the last week has been just a complete shat show, and people fighting and screaming and sorry. Whiskey, Cheetos, and squirrels are way cooler than crystal balls. I agree, Bugsy. I've got one of those Snuggie blankets that's like yes, I have one. I bought my kids, they've outgrown them now, but hey, Amber, welcome. Y'all hear that squeaking is my swing, because I'm just a swinging. Hey, Timmy T. It's so cold I'm busting out my onesies and PJs. It is cold here, but depending on where you live, you might just call me just a wussy, because it's really probably not even freezing. But it's 41 degrees outside, and I can't take it. Last night it was 39, and I'm sick. My nose, I've been sneezing for I don't know. My mama called me today and said, "Why don't you ride over here?" Hold on, I gotta get my phone charger. She said, "Why don't you ride over here?" And I said, "Because I don't want to give you some kind of funk. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've got a sore throat, and I've been sneezing for 2 days and coughing." And she said, "Well, I've been sneezing too." And I said, "Well, do you have a sore throat?" "No." "Okay then, ma'am, you're 70-something years old. I'm not going to go even risk it." And unless I get short of breath and on a deathbed, I'm not going to get tested and get my brain cells swabbed by a stick. I'll stay at home alone. So, hey, my channel manager, would you like a link? Since no one wants to, we tried to go shopping today and it was too cold to have a baby out, so we weren't going long. Are you up north or in really cold weather? And I know you've told me, but let's tell everyone else. I'm seeing people I hadn't seen a whole lot lately, and I'm glad y'all came. I did not share my link though, so let me do that because I'm hearing that notifications have not been working. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to cough in your ears. Trying to share my link on my Facebook and my Twitter real quick. Okay, y'all want to play a game? I'm going to have to drag something out of y'all. Let's talk about y'all. Y'all know everything about me. I want to know about y'all. Hey, SK. I'm glad y'all like that squirrel picture. I thought it was so cute. It's a drunk squirrel. Squirrel. We'll play that song before we leave tonight, maybe. And y'all keep, if we can, keep Veronica in our prayers or thoughts if you don't pray. Her mom did move out of ICU and is in a regular room, but she needs a break from the internet. And she does have a link. I don't know if she'll make it here tonight, but I understand a break from the internet, y'all. So she's been through a lot with her mom the last few days, and she's drained. Let me catch up. Nene, which one are you talking about? Or is that a comment I've already read? I'm sorry. My comments jumped on me. One's a squirrel, and then I have two that are whiskey and Cheetos. One's a bottle of whiskey pouring into Cheetos that Dottie made for me weeks ago. That was my first batch. And the other one, Chap made for me. And it is a glass with whiskey in it sitting beside a pile of Cheetos. And I love it. And it says Lil Red Y'all on the picture. And I need to put it on my banner on my channel because I love it. I need to figure out how to make it a banner size picture. But I'm not very tech savvy. But I really do like that picture. Chrissy, you keep your heat on 62 just because of the snow. Because I think and I'm a cold nature person though, but I like my house to be cold when I sleep. 62 is a little much. It was 50 in here last night in my kitchen, and I've been hungry lately, so I've been trying to. Oh my gosh, all I've done is eat for 2 days, like a stoner, and I'm not. But it's good because some days I'll go days and days and can't eat. So I've eaten like a whole pound of cheese. Eating cheese toast for 2 days, yogurt, ice cream, cheddar brats, just everything. It is crazy. Oh, I didn't send the link. I put the link in a DM and didn't hit send. I'm sorry. Y'all listen to me doxing someone real quick. We're about to open up the chat for everyone, y'all. Why are y'all being shy tonight? No one wants to come in and talk. I haven't heard that Soji in a long. I haven't heard that Soji. Leanne, what are you saying? I missed something. someone want to join the panel until I can come on. Channel manager. I just put the link in a couple people's DMs. Yeah, Krista, you're keeping your utility bills super low if you got it set like that. That's why I woke up with a sore throat. In my opinion, I don't have the virus or any kind of cold. I ran out of gas in the middle of the night because my female brain didn't think to go check weekly the amount of gas on my tank outside. I mean, several weeks ago when I checked, it was almost full, so why wouldn't it be? But, yeah, it was cold in here. They pushed me up on the list and brought it first thing this morning. Bless. I think I answered when you asked where I was, and I said Florida. It's too cold to shop here. Nay. I had a friend that in high school, we're still friends. I think he lives, I think he's still in Raleigh now, but he moved back to Florida. He was born in Hawaii and raised in Florida. And when he moved here in 9th or 10th grade, it would get 68 degrees, 70 degrees, and we'd all wear shorts and short sleeves to school, and he'd still be wearing his, is it Miami Gators? What is the green and orange Florida team? I think it was a Gators. He had a down, and if you know anything about winter wear, down coats are very warm, down blankets, down. He had a down coat that he would wear, and he'd be like, I can't believe y'all effers are wearing shorts, and it's 73 degrees outside. You're crazy. But he was from Florida. Leanne, washing clothes by hand, ma'am? Are they delicates, or is your washer broke? The only thing I wash by hand is an accident. Like, I don't ever want to have to hand wash anything. I did have to hand wash the pillow to my swing chair that I'm sitting in because it had been outside in the weather and it had like spots on it. And it said hand wash. And I scrubbed for like an hour, and then I said screw it, and I threw it in the washing machine anyway. And Bugsy, I also sleep with a fan on. I can't sleep without a fan on. And I can't sleep without a TV on. And I'm scared of the dark. Not scared like if you turn out the light I'm going to freak out, but I will not sleep in the dark. I've got to be able to see what's coming at me. Whether it be a bug, a mosquito, cash, I ain't sleeping in the dark. There's going to be a TV on. Or a night light. Or a candle if the power goes out. Channel manager, since when does being naked have anything to do with you being in this show? She's in the bathtub every time we come live, y'all. If someone in the chat would like to come talk to me on panel, make sure you at my name so I see it, because I know I'm missing chats. I love you, crazy. Right, Sherry, no one wants to come talk? 73, oh goodness, I love that weather. 73 is a great temperature. It is. And as far as outside goes, I'm good with 69, as long as it's not windy. If the sun's out, I'm good with the high 60s. But I do like fall weather. See, y'all are making me still talk about myself, and I really want to talk about y'all. You're from Alabama, so you're not used to the cold at all. I don't think I've ever visited up north. Tennessee is far north. It's super cold in Tennessee to me. Like, my last vacation, big vacation, was Pigeon Forge. I stayed on top of a mountain. It was on top of the same mountain Dollywood's on, but it was the other side of the mountain. And it was August. It was the end of, wait, let me not lie. We left like the last few days of August or July, and we were there until the end of the first week of August. And the water park across from Dollywood was freezing cold. So I don't know if that's a mountain thing. John K., thank you for being a new member. Welcome, welcome. John K.'s a new member, y'all. And he gets a little bottle of whiskey and some Cheetos for his membership. What was I saying? Oh, it's super cold in the mountains or in Tennessee. Every time I've been, the water. We went whitewater, but we went whitewater rapids. That was freezing cold. And at the end of it, when you finally get to like an open area of water and there's no rapids, they let you all jump out of the raft and swim. And I'm like, no, it's freezing. What are you talking about? Hey, Kier, would you like to come in? I'll send you a link. I've got a bunch of shy people. Where do I send you a link? I swear, y'all, I wake up in the mornings and the last 2 days and my throat's been sore and I've been coughy and my nose has been stuffy. But I've been great all day long until I get on stream. And then it starts back. Let me see. Let me back up a little bit. I think I missed something. I sent you a link to Twitter, Kiara. The washing machine is hard on some clothes. I used to have this little bag that was made out of like a jersey, like a football jersey material that you put delicates in. I ain't hand washing nothing if I don't have to. I think that's cool, y'all. And in case I didn't say it because it happened before we went live stream, AR also became a new member. And they're not back. But after I scheduled the live stream, she became a new member. So thank you for that. What's the weirdest thing you've ever been caught doing? Everyone in chat. Thank you, Christy. Manager. What's the weirdest thing you've ever been caught doing? Kiara, what's the weirdest thing you ever got caught doing? I might be scared to hear your answer.
What's the weirdest thing I've ever been caught doing?
Yep.
Oh my, I spent my entire childhood in an imaginary life talking to myself, so that is a little difficult for me to answer. Yeah. I was a very strange child, so it's hard telling.
Yeah, I don't know. The first thing that comes to my mind is the most embarrassing, and I will not say, but the weirdest thing, I don't know, like, I get caught ticking or talking to myself or, like, really having a conversation with myself.
Oh, I do that bad, especially in the grocery store.
Or, oh my God, probably, honestly, the weirdest thing I get caught doing is not, like, if I'm in a really stressed out, whatever, sitting in the car waiting for somebody, like, I'll be sitting in the car, whatever. If I'm ticking really bad and I catch somebody catching me that I don't know is watching me and I'm just ticking.
Yeah, I have seizures in my hands where they'll just, like, jerk. And I've done that in public, and it's so embarrassing.
Well, it's like I can't control my tick. Like, if I'm ticking, I'm going to be ticking. However, sometimes I just go off with it. Like, and I don't even really, but then if I notice somebody watching me, boom, I can stop just like that. And I feel like an idiot. And I'm like, wait, what? Wait, what just happened? But, right. And then you can stop it all of a sudden when somebody's looking at you like you were having a seizure. But
oh, I can't. It just keeps going. And then that makes me nervous. So then it jerks even harder. And I look like, I look a fool is what I look like.
Laura,
when I'm doing
it's
that.
2 a.m. in England, 40 and rainy. It's about that degrees here. It was rainy the last 2 days, or yesterday and this morning here, but thank goodness that stopped.
It snowed here, but the past, 7 years or so, we have had the snow that I had never seen before in my life. and they're like little balls. They remind me of like the little salt balls that you put out to melt the ice.
Right.
I like they're weird. And so we got the weird snow today, but at least it stuck a little bit.
I want to can we all say a prayer for conquering addictions, son? I don't know the issue, but I see the need. John's a friend of hers, and Conquering is a friend of this channel. So if y'all can keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And Nene.
I absolutely will.
Nene, girlfriend, all you gotta do is just do it. And why can I never find you when I go? Hold up, I'm about to.
So where's Joey at tonight?
Who?
Joey.
I did not send Joey a link. Nene, could you DM me on Twitter? I had you pulled up today. Why can't I? Or was it not Twitter? Could you DM me, please, Nene? I didn't send anyone a link actually tonight because I thought that I was going to have all these people that wanted to come and chat with me, and then everybody got shy.
I can't believe anybody in our group would get shy.
I didn't send links out because I was like, this is just going to be me getting to know my peeps. I might be telling a whole ass lie. I might have sent him a link because let me go look. I might did, but if I don't tell him ahead of time, he sometimes is. Oh, I did.
Yeah, I can't say anything. I was a nervous wreck the first time I came on a live.
I get it.
I don't know why.
I was too, and mine was with Steve on his channel, on his Facebook.
Yeah, I've watched that.
With
you were so
Britters.
shy in that video. It was crazy. I wasn't used to that.
And dude, and that was my first time ever doing a live stream, and that was Britter's, I think, first time doing a live stream, and she got the bug and started a channel immediately, and I was like, this be crazy. Like, she was in every live stream Steve did after that for like months, and I'm like, she liked it, and I didn't. Like, it made, like, I was just uncomfortable, but I love it now.
Did you see where Britters was on one of Sherelle's videos?
I
Where
heard
Sherelle
about
lets
that.
people come in?
I heard.
About shit.
I didn't see it. Was she on camera or just a call-in?
Yeah. Oh, she was full on there.
Yes,
I
heard about that.
I didn't know she was going to be on there, and I was just watching the video, and there was Britters. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't watch Sherelle as a regular person that I watch.
I don't either. I just happened to catch that video because they were talking about Katie, I guess.
But I did intend on trying to find that one, and I forgot, and I haven't. But I would like to, if someone has the link and can send it to me.
Yeah, she did really good. Now that I could not do. Sherelle has like 250,000 people on there. I don't think I could do that.
You couldn't do
But
what?
like our people I know.
You couldn't do what?
Get on there knowing that there was 250,000 people that could
I
be
could.
watching me.
I could. It doesn't bother me anymore. That part, I don't think the amount of people would bother me. I wouldn't want to be on like national TV or anything, but I don't think a YouTube channel would freak me out any.
Yeah, well, you're really used to it now.
Yeah, at this
That's
point.
why I couldn't believe. I watched that video with you and Steve, like, around the time that you were still doing it and getting really fired up in your videos. So I really could not believe how shy you were. I'm like, oh my God.
That was the first time I'd ever done a live stream, and I'd never... Britter says that's the night she met me. That's when she met me, but I think she's wrong. I'm pretty sure me and her were... not friends on Twitter, but we knew each other from like Twitter hatter accounts. That's how we knew about Katie. I don't think we met on Steve's stream. I heard her say that in one of her streams recently with Amzie, where she explained the whole backstory. And I meant to tell her, I think you're wrong, because I think that me and her and Steve and me and her and Steve started a group DM that ended up being a whole lot of people, but neither one of us knew how to do the group. So in order to add me and her and Steve, we got one of our other friends that actually added us all and made it the group. So I think we knew each other before that night. And she does, but hell, y'all know my memory sucks. So I could totally be having a wrong memory. But I've always thought I knew her for at least a couple weeks before that happened. Nay, you go to your Twitter DMs, friend. And for anyone asking, yes, ma'ams, I did. I've gotten a whole lot of friend requests and a whole lot of questions. I made my Twitter private today. I did that for my own mental health and I didn't know how to, I don't want to turn off my DMs because I have people I DM regularly, but you know, if you want to be my Twitter friend, you can send me a request. I don't know what else to do. I'm so over Twitter, it's gross to me.
I know, right?
I mean, it's
I
just
had
gross,
my
man.
account since 2011. I only made the damn thing because I had just self-published my books, and everybody kept saying, oh, you have to have a Twitter. I have sold exactly 0 books through Twitter, and I didn't even really use it except when I met you, because that was the only way I had to message you. But I don't see the appeal, personally.
Oh, we got some people. Uh-oh. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, Nene, do you have headphones in?
No, hold on. I've got it on my Bluetooth speaker. Let me take it off there. Hold on.
Yeah, it's either your YouTube app you've got something going on. Hey, Kano. My boo.
Is that better?
That is way better. Whose puppy is that and what's his name? I know I've seen pictures before. You've seen me.
Do what?
How's everyone doing?
That puppy, that profile picture, that baby doll.
Oh, that's the only man in my life for the past 8 years.
That is the best.
That's my man.
That's the best man to have. One that can't talk back.
That's right.
Hi, Nene. Hi, Kano.
Hello. Just fine. How are you?
How are you doing, Nene?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm so glad you came in and got this.
Well, I'm glad I figured out how to.
I can't believe people are so shy. I thought it would be more like some nights I'm in here and I have people that want to come in and I make them mad because I don't know them well enough that I can feel comfortable sending a link. So tonight kind of shocked me. And now we have Tammy. Hey, girl.
Oh, there we go. There's Tammy.
My little.
I agree with you on
We're
Twitter.
heading this way.
Hey, boo.
And
Hi,
Colin.
Tammy.
Hi, honey. Say hi, Colin. Say hi to mommy's friends. Hi.
There's
Okay.
my friend
Look,
Colin.
baby.
Hey,
Mommy's
Colin.
friends. Hi.
How are you tonight?
Hi, baby.
I haven't seen you in 3 nights. How are you doing?
Yeah. He has his
Aw.
phone. He has his phone, so he's
Not studying me. Is that what?
yeah. He's happy when he has mommy time. So how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good now.
Other than this, whatever kind of funk it is, I don't know if it's an allergy or if it's because I was without heat. I woke up that morning without heat, or if I've got just a cold, but it sucks.
Yeah, I was worried about that because was your son coughing a lot the other night?
Yeah, but this probably because he was hitting this weird vape thing he has.
Oh, okay.
It had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just.
Is it
Okay.
better if you put headphones in?
No,
You're breaking up, Nene.
no. No.
I can't look at the chat or anything.
That's okay.
I only asked about your headphones because at first you had the noise, but you're breaking up really bad right now.
Yeah. Sometimes with me, I have to take my headphones out. With mine, I can't use headphones on mine for some reason.
See, with mine, it's
Are
the
we still
headphones that do work. It must just depend on your phone or computer.
Yeah.
On what
Oh,
works
see, I'm on a
best.
laptop.
Oh my God,
Yeah, I'm
y'all!
on my phone.
I was
Yeah,
I
was
like
still
that.
on
If it
member. I've been on members only for like 35 minutes, and like I didn't know, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
So
probably
sorry.
need to do it on the computer next time. I didn't have the computer out, so
you're-
I'll do it on that
No,
next
you
time.
sound good. You sound good now.
Sorry, my medicine
Okay.
alarm.
I just
Hey,
opened. I
I'm
just.
gonna go ahead and drop out so I can try and figure this
No,
out.
I can hear you good now, Nene.
Yeah, I
Oh,
hear
okay.
you.
Okay.
Everything's better now. I
I
just
hear you
actually,
too.
yeah, I just actually opened the chat up to everyone. I'm sorry, 10 minutes late and $1 short. Bugsy, how are you? Channel manager, I have one. You know how some coats have silk-like lining? I rub it between my fingers and don't realize it. My friend asked me one time, "What the hell are you doing?" That's funny. They're answering the weirdest thing you ever got caught doing question that Crazy asked earlier.
Oh.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever got caught doing, Nene?
Weirdest thing I've ever got caught doing?
Uh,
You probably don't want to know.
I didn't say
Probably having sex in a public place.
Oh my God, that's probably all.
You exhibitionist, you.
Okay, that's only
That
happened
was
to me
a
once.
long time ago.
Tammy
Oh,
said
my
that's
type of
only happened.
gal. My type
Me
of gal.
too.
I like that. Woo-hoo.
Tammy said that
The
only
Kmart
happened to her
women's
once.
bathroom.
Wait, what did you say, Tammy?
The
A what?
Kmart women's bathroom.
You freak, you.
I know,
Hey.
me and
It
hubby.
was Walmart for me.
What?
After the
I live by a get it while you can mentality.
it was
Y'all
Movie
get
Right.
theater for me.
It was-
Movie
That's
theater for
right.
It
me.
was after the club closed, y'all. There was nothing else open. It was the Walmart
Yeah,
girls' bathroom.
yeah. See,
But-
when
but
we
I
did, we
didn't-
didn't have a Walmart. We just had a Kmart then.
I didn't get caught though, so I just told on
Well-
myself for no reason.
Well, we didn't get caught by an employee, but we got caught by another woman in the bathroom in the next stall.
Well, that doesn't even count.
Right.
But yeah, that you shocked me there with that one, Tammy. I love it.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Is your pain managed?
Yeah, it's not too bad. And see, I have 2 eyes now. My eye patch is
I've
off.
noticed that. I didn't want to call attention to it. I was going to wait for you to say. How are you seeing?
Yeah.
Can you see good? It doesn't hurt.
I can. It's a little bit fuzzy, and it kind of just feels like if you got like a hair or something in your eye.
Oh, that's so annoying though.
Yeah. If I don't blink, it's not too bad.
If I don't blink, it's not bad. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Nay, you're on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Okay.
Let me think. Tell me something about you that you're okay with the world knowing that I don't know, or that no one here knows. There you go.
I'm a recovering addict.
Alcoholic here.
Well, I'm very proud of you guys that you're in recovery. That's not
That's
an easy
amazing.
thing to do.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I actually did it on
Thank
my
you.
own because I had a daughter who was going really crazy and trying to kill herself at the time and on heroin.
Oh.
So
Oh
I
my
had to
God.
straighten up in order to get her straight.
Well,
Yeah.
Wow.
that makes
Good
it.
for you.
That makes you.
I'm
even,
proud of you.
That makes you even more amazing.
Yes, it does.
Because
Did everything work out for your daughter?
She will be getting out of rehab in March, and she's considering staying longer, which I hope she chooses to
That's
do.
amazing.
Good.
Because I'm real scared right now. But she's been in a year. She will be in a year and a half when she gets out in March. I missed the whole talk they were having the other night on the addiction thing, and I wished I had been present for that because, you know, just for an addiction, she was facing 3 to 5 years in prison.
Oh wow.
And
Oh my
if it-
God.
That's awful.
And if it had just for pissing dirty twice, and had she not had somebody go to court and bat for her, that this girl needs to be in rehab and not prison, she would have spent 3 to 5 years in prison instead of where she needed to be.
Oh my
Well,
God.
thanks
That's
to
so
the private
wrong.
prisons, they'll come up with any reason to put you in prison, and they love locking up people on drugs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially in Florida. You know what the saying is
That's-
in Florida?
That's why Joey says it shouldn't be illegal. Can I
It
know,
shouldn't.
ask
At first, I was disagreeing with him on that, and then when he started making sense to me about it,
right?
and I
he's-
kind of
Yeah,
get where he's
there's-
going.
I
It's a
disagree with the
criminalized
whole
mental
all drugs.
illness.
I'm sorry. I disagree with the whole all drugs should be legal.
Yeah.
I do agree with the decriminalizing the
Right.
drugs for addicts
Yeah.
and not for dealers, and that's what they're trying.
That's
That's
what
what that
I
state
agree.
is
Right.
doing.
Exactly.
The state is focusing on dealers and not addicts.
Yes.
That would be a
It's a
nice
problem.
change.
It's a sickness. It's not.
Yes.
Yeah,
It'd
it's
be
a
like,
mental illness.
it'd be like going after the liquor stores and putting them in prison.
I agree.
You know,
So, like,
What's the difference?
that was my thing with Joey. I totally think decriminalizing, that's a whole different game than
Right.
making it all legal. Making it all legal is ridiculous in my
Is
opinion.
a whole different story.
But-
Yeah.
Right.
That's a
Well,
whole different story.
if they made it all legal, they'd never make it legal for dealers, because then the government would do just like they've
because
done
they're
with
going
weed.
to tax it like 18%.
And yeah, all the rich people would get involved. The people
Yep.
who were champion for people to go to prison a month before it was legalized.
Yeah,
And
when
they'd
that-
all have their dispensaries.
What
Yep.
state was it that decriminalized it? Was it Oregon recently?
Oregon, yeah.
When they did that, the people on my Facebook I fought with, Lord have mercy.
And I'm just saying, like, heroin is a drug that I've never tried. I've never seen other than at my job when they would
Yeah.
take it out of someone's pocket. We just brought back to life. However,
Right.
I don't think heroin should ever be legal or like any. And these idiots that come to the hospital and are ODing 3 times a week, they need to be
Yeah.
locked up. If that's what it takes
Yeah.
to get them clean, lock them up. So
Exactly.
But don't get
I-
them clean.
I do
At
agree
all.
with that. Now, jail did save her life. If it hadn't been for jail,
I agree.
Jail
that
has
saved
saved
her life.
Jail has
Yes, I
saved.
agree there, Nene.
Jail has saved several people's lives that I know. So
Yes.
Yeah.
I know there are
See,
drugs
that's
in
not
prison.
the experience that I've had.
I'm a-
Everyone I know goes to jail, gets out, and the day they get out, they get high.
I'm aware
Because
of that.
there's no counseling.
care. How
Well, she was
well
only
there
in jail
is
for
in
30
prison.
days, though. It originally saved her life because it got her off the street in what she was
Right.
doing. And that's what I'm saying.
The thing
Yeah.
is, the people that
She was ODing once a week.
the people
Oh,
that I
God.
know who get locked up the very first time and they've never been in prison before, or they've never been locked up before, and they get, like, my best friend's husband 25 years ago, he was the man. He was the biggest drug dealer, like, of 3 or 4 different drugs. Like, they were the man. They got busted. He had never been in jail even for an hour until that day, and he missed his child being born, and he spent from the 16th of October, and I remember that because she went in labor in my car that day after the police searched her house, and he didn't get out until Halloween.
Wow.
He didn't get out for 2 weeks. He didn't see his child until he was 2 weeks old. He never touched it again. He never did anything else again because he didn't want no part of that.
Good.
That's great that
See,
things like
that's
that
not-
can change somebody and that
Yeah.
quick. But most people I know, that doesn't change them that quick.
Right,
No,
but in my
not at all.
opinion, some of these little rich kids that I was seeing at my
Yeah,
hospital,
exactly.
some of these little spoiled ass rich kids that are ODing on heroin, and
Yep.
and they get Narcan and they come up and cuss the nurses out and say "F you, I'm leaving." If the
Yep.
police would take them right to jail, whether they had drugs on them or not, if the police were allowed to take them to jail and make them stay there for 48 hours, they might change their
Well,
tune. You
Yeah,
never
probably
know.
with rich kids that would work.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow up with rich kids. In fact, in
Yeah.
my hometown, what the rich kids did was they got the poor kids who had, I mean, everyone I know was on drugs by the time they were 14, 15 years old.
sad.
So the North
Wow.
Enders, which were the rich kids, would get the South Enders to buy their drugs
What
for 'em.
state is this?
And then when someone got popped for it, it wasn't the rich kids.
Kier, what
ever.
state
Of
was
course.
that?
Of course.
Ohio.
And if they did, Mommy and Daddy would bail them out.
Well, see,
Mm-hmm.
I never saw drugs until I never saw any drug, like physically laid eyes on a drug until I was 16. And then it was at a house party at my best friend's house. And I went outside because I was scared if I was in the same room as them when they smoked weed that I would get high. And I was scared of what weed would do to me. That's what it was. I didn't never smoke. I smoked weed the first
You
time.
sound like me when I was
I
growing
was
up.
such a wussy. I smoked,
Well,
but I would drink since I was like 14. I would drink with my
mm-hmm.
brothers, like whatever.
I
Yep.
was the same
Here
way.
too.
I'd get drunk all the time, but I was
Yep.
scared to death of weed. I wasn't like, I don't know. I didn't mind other people doing it. It's just that was a drug, and I was not going to do
Yeah.
a drug. Meanwhile, I'm drinking like a fish every
You're
damn night.
right.
But
It
no,
took me
like
one time.
where,
It took me one time seeing a girl on the floor flopping like a fish, turning blue. Her name was Diane, and she had mixed drugs and alcohol, and I was like, nope, not going to be doing that.
yeah, everybody, all the kids that I grew up with, the hospitals and doctors had them all on Oxycontin by the time they were 15 or 16
What
years
the
old.
hell?
Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah, that was all Ohio was between like 2000 and 2004 or 5. If you broke your
Holy.
leg, they would put you on Oxy 40s.
I
And
had
then of
even
course
on
they
that for
got
my surgery.
and then of course they got hooked on it. And
Yeah.
then they yanked it all away. So of course they went to heroin because it was expensive as hell to buy them off the street.
Well,
Kids I knew didn't
Hold on,
have that
hold on.
kind
I
of
got a
money.
6-year-old. Let me mute.
So
but
then
wait,
they all went to heroin.
but
And now,
isn't heroin like a pain pill times 100?
oh yeah, yeah, it's an opioid, but it's like on a whole other level, especially now that they're mixing it with fucking fentanyl
That's
that some dealer in Mexico is making, which at first the whole fentanyl thing, I didn't understand it because I'm like, fentanyl costs more than dope. Why are they mixing it with that? Well, then I watched this documentary and they were talking about how the drug lords in Mexico paid chemists to come and show their people how to make fentanyl, and the stuff to make it is dirt cheap. So
kidding?
that's why they started putting it in heroin. But when I was pregnant, my sister was on heroin bad. Like, it was horrible. And, you know, I raised her, and that was destroying me. But what happened was we were actually pregnant at the same time, but she lost her baby. And I found out I was pregnant the day before I had to go with her for her DNC because the
oh
baby
my gosh.
didn't. And I tried to hide it from her, but our biological mom is how she is and felt the need to tell her without me even there. So she was living with me, and of course she's watching me, you know, get bigger and bigger and the baby get closer and closer to coming. And she decided to deal with all that with heroin. See, the day the DNC happened, she went home with our mom. Now, because I raised her, if that girl has a cold, she wants me. And I'm like, why? And then it hit me after she was gone, like, oh, she's going to go get high. Because I knew she had been on pain pills before when she was like 13, 14. Our mom used to do them with her and have her go get it. But I didn't know she had already been on heroin. So she didn't really even try to hide it from me. She would come home and shoot up on my living room floor and ask me to tie the thing around her arm. Because she did not give a damn at that point. And when when River was born, Dakota almost missed seeing her be born because she was at her dealer's house, had done heroin and passed out, and then needed more before she could come. And like, I had this horrible fear that it was going to be like Anna Nicole Smith, where I was going to have my baby and then lose my oldest baby. And I was so scared all the time. And my husband didn't know how to deal with all that. He loves my sister to death, but he's like, you cannot have her here when the baby comes. She's on heroin. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I am not throwing my kid out on the street. It's not going to happen. Well, she ended up just
And I
leaving.
see both sides.
Right. She ended up just leaving after she was high on meth for like 3 days straight and beat the hell out of me. And I wouldn't even fight her back. Like, I didn't have that in me. That's my kid. And then I didn't see her for like 3 months until River's birthday. And River was so close to her because she had been there almost that whole year. Oh, she also stole my bill money, used seeing my daughter so she could come and steal my bill money.
Of course, my
And
brother
well,
did
my
that
rent
too.
money. And,
Yeah.
you know, she knew that we were already behind on rent and that could have got us thrown out. She didn't care at that point. And that's
Yeah.
not who my sister is at all. But
Yeah.
Buddy on heroin and crack and meth, she did not give a damn.
That's
And then finally,
That's
she
what I've
ended up
learned.
finding out that she was pregnant, and she quit everything. She had already stopped the heroin, but she was smoking meth every day. Because everyone I grew up with, everyone around here, they think that getting clean is getting on meth. As long as you're not on heroin, you're cool. And that's
Lord,
just not
that's
the
exactly
case.
what my daughter did.
Yep.
She
But
got on
she
meth
can
to get off heroin, and I was like, what?
absolutely. What the
Well,
hell is the logic there? I don't get it.
and then
Yeah.
she just ended up doing both of them, and I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm only on meth now." What?
Mama, I
Oh,
started
God.
smoking
Crazy
meth
to
to get off
me.
heroin. Okay,
Right? Like, oh
that
yeah, you're
solves
doing
it.
super.
I feel better
But
now.
exactly.
nay, nay.
As they're sitting there talking to dead people, I don't know why they do that now. Back in the 90s, they just saw like spiders and stuff. Now they all think they can hear dead people. I don't know. They
Yeah.
changed the formula or something because
Probably.
it's
Well,
crazy.
What got me I never did heroin or anything like that. It was pain pills. I was in a car accident,
Yeah.
got prescribed pain pills, was on pain pills forever.
Most addicts
Ended up-
where I
ended up-
live, even the
Ended
heroin.
up buying some off streets laced with fentanyl. So at my worst addiction, I was taking pills laced with fentanyl. That was my worst.
Oh, my
where I
God.
live, even the heroin addicts, where I live, and I don't know if this is everywhere, most people who are addicts, let's not include the meth heads where I'm at, because that's a whole different beast.
Whole
Right.
different ball game.
It's a whole different
Yes.
beast. But
Lord,
most people on heroin are on heroin, in my opinion, because they had an injury, something happened, and a doctor got them addicted to pain pills. That's why
Yep.
Yes.
I'm so scared of,
Yeah.
right, like, it's not even their, no one says ever, oh, I think I want to be a meth head.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But the pain pill shit, that is,
That's
I
why
mean,
I'm scared.
like Veronica has even said on stream, her mom talked about her mom. This lady's was a grown ass woman, never did anything, and a doctor got her addicted to pain pills. Like,
That's how it was with my grandma
Yeah.
too.
That's-
Both of my grandparents were hooked, but my grandpa,
It's so
he
sad.
was a whole other mess. But
right?
with
I had never
grandma,
done
she
anything
had
except for pot either, And I got hooked on pain pills 18 years
Right.
ago.
yeah, with grandma, she had 2 botched foot surgeries. Come to find out, the doctor didn't even have a license to practice. And
my God.
she was in constant pain from 1997 until last year when she died. Because she had what they
How do they
called,
even do that? Practice the.
I have no idea. And she was referred to him and everything. It's not even like she found him in the white pages somewhere. Her doctor, he had a whole practice. Like, it wasn't just
Wow.
grandma he did this to. And she was on pain pills from then on. And she had smoked pot maybe twice in her entire life. But
See, that's
but
the
my
thing here in
grandpa, he was
Florida.
on him bad.
if I can make this statement, my mom would not know what marijuana looked or smelled like if it weren't for me. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Like, I woke up, look, I swear to God, I woke up one morning to go to school. I was a senior in high school. She had left my dad, and I actually helped her buy groceries when she left him, because she moved and didn't have any money, and I was working full time. I bought groceries. I'd stay over there. I woke up one morning and my weed was gone from my purse, and I go to the bath. I didn't know that yet until I went to the bathroom to get my makeup on for my 3 periods of school, and there's weed floating in the toilet. I'm like,
Oh my God.
and it won't
She
just,
didn't even
it won't just
flush it. She wanted you
no,
to know.
she did flush it. It just didn't
Wow.
all, it didn't all flush. There was just a couple pieces left, but it was Christmas tree. I paid like $80 for a 20 bag. I was mad
Wow.
AF. I was so damn mad. And I went to school. I didn't say nothing. And when we didn't have text back then, so she must have called me, or when I got.
Did you have a pager?
I did have a pager. My daddy bought me for graduation, but when I got home, she said we need to go to the post office. I knew that meant less talk. And she started crying, and I'm like, are you joking? It was freaking weed. And it was $80. Can I have my money back that you just flushed down the toilet?
God.
I paid a lot of money for that, and you flushed it down the toilet, and you don't even know
Right.
it's no big deal.
Especially back then.
But back then, it was a bigger deal than it is now.
Yeah,
Right.
it was.
And
It was shamed upon when I was young.
I
Yeah.
can say I'm so ashamed of that. Both of my children have stayed with my mom, like not like lived with her. Well, my oldest son did live with her for like a month, but both of them have like went over there and stayed for like a week at a time and took a suitcase or whatever. She has found weed in both of my kids' bags.
Oh my gosh.
Right. And I'm like, and then I have to go over there and be like, why would you bring weed to my mom? Why would you bring weed in your grandma's house when I know in my head that she's caught me with weed twice now?
Right.
Oh, the
Right.
joys of motherhood.
However,
Exactly.
once I had children, I think it was my ex-husband, like, once I had kids, he said, I'm done smoking weed. So every time I would try to smoke, he would act crazy and be an asshole. So I think that's where the anxiety from getting high came from, because
Yeah.
I cannot smoke weed anymore. I will get a panic attack. I don't think it's the weed. I think it's what he did to my brain. It was my brain on drugs. It was what he did to
Yeah.
my brain on drugs.
It sounds like it was just a control method, just to control you doing it.
Yeah, and my kid has
Yeah.
smoked weed with his dad. If that's not hilarious.
Wow.
I smoke weed almost daily. If I don't have it, I can't sleep anymore.
When I came home,
See, it's
If
not,
weed-
it's not legal here.
when I got out of
Even like prescription.
it's not legal in North Carolina either, but when I got out of the hospital, my son, one of my sons, I won't say which one, the not the responsible one, he came to visit. He came to visit me with his girlfriend, and he said, "Here, try this," and handed me his vape. Well, I've always been a vapor, and like the different fruity flavors.
Yeah.
He handed me a vape. I'm the day after I got released from the hospital, I have 14 staples in my stomach, and my actual gut, my actual stomach has some disposable stitches in it. And he hands me a vape and says, "Try this." And I think I'm fixing to hit like some Fruity Pebbles or some marshmallow.
Right.
This kid hands me a weed vape, and I hit it, and I coughed for 20 minutes. I didn't.
Oh my God.
I didn't actually get high because I started coughing before I hit it. I mean, I only hit it one time.
You didn't take it to the head.
I was so mad. I was like, dude, you might have just ripped my staples out of my insides.
Yeah.
Like, how could you do that? And I mean, he wasn't thinking. He's a kid.
He thought he was helping.
I
Yeah.
mean, he really said, "I thought it'd make you feel better." I was like, "Could y'all warn a motherfucker
Weren't
first?"
ya?
I mean, he knows I hate weed. Like, I've tried. I've eaten an edible. Todd gave me an edible when he came over here, and it made me
Of course
sleepy.
he did.
They all taste gross, though. I've not found one that tastes good.
Oh,
They
the
taste
one-
like skunk butt.
The ones he brought over here were Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats, and it tasted like weed. It didn't taste like.
Oh, man.
It tasted like fruity
Yeah.
weed. And
They taste like a skunk's butt.
yeah. Skunk's butt.
I get
See, I've
candy. I get
never.
candy made out of it.
But
My
is it
my candy this week tastes like root beer.
I don't like
but is
root
it
beer.
good or is it gross? I mean,
And doesn't I mean the taste really doesn't bother me. However, I do think eating so much weed is what made me have GERD.
Oh,
oh
damn.
But I can't smoke it. I have asthma, and it's just like impossible.
yeah,
So yeah,
Colleen,
I think
I hope your brother's okay, Colleen. I just have backed up in the chat 10 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't see the
I'm
chat
sorry,
at
I
all.
can't
yeah.
see the
We
chat.
can't see chat. So
Someone close to
everybody in
her.
chat, we love you.
Someone close
Yeah.
to her OD'd in August,
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God.
and they have back surgery and blah blah blah. You know that story, how that works.
Yeah.
I,
Well, that was
Did
me.
they
And
make it through?
I hope so.
Me too.
well, that's why I'm scared. I mean, I had my back surgery. It was a 2-step process in May and in June, and now I just had the neck done. So I've been on pain meds this whole time, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah,
I'm taking a half of one.
you were a little bit out there yesterday. Was it yesterday that you were a little bit
Yeah.
loopy? And I was like, no, Kraft, you got
Yeah.
that. You got it mixed up, baby. I love you.
Yeah.
I said, just take
Today,
I was like, Tammy, go take a nap. I love you.
yeah. No, I broke them in half today, and that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to break. They're hard to swallow anyway right now because of the neck surgery, but I'm all swelled. So I thought, well, maybe I'll break it in half.
Bugsy said people get off pills with Suboxone
Suboxone, in my opinion, the
and still take
Suboxone
it. It
is
is
way worse.
It is trading one for another, but Suboxone and methadone are so much better. And you can
I don't know.
taper from. This is my thing. I always thought methadone was just heroin. I mean, it's
Oh no, they're now giving it to people to get off pills for pain.
But
Shit like that isn't even
is it-
designed
is
to
it-
treat pain.
Isn't methadone more addictive
For
than
to get off
Suboxone?
heroin.
I never
Yeah,
took
I think some
I
pain
never
doctors
took
give that.
methadone.
Yeah.
I never took methadone, but I did since I was on fentanyl do the Suboxone
Yeah.
for 6 months when I first got off of it and weaned myself off of it because I didn't want to be addicted to that. And it did get me off the fentanyl pills.
Yeah. It for heroin and fentanyl, I would absolutely say go for it. But for pain pills, no way, man.
No,
No,
And
I
because
thought
doctors
methadone
do
was
not
for
want to wean you
heroin
off of
addicts.
it.
no, they don't. No, I have my ex-mother-in-law has been on pain pills forever for back trouble, and she's actually on methadone for pain.
Wow.
Yeah, my uncle's been on Suboxone for almost
Brenda,
20
stop.
years. I had never heard of it when he got on it. And he got on it for
For
pain
20
pills. And
years?
he's in much, yeah. Oh, yeah. And he is
Jeez.
bad off on it. Like, really bad
Ugh.
off on it. He's said repeatedly, I would have been better off on the pain pills.
Okay, for the
Ugh,
record,
that
I was
shit was
not
so
spanking my
nasty.
6-year-old. He was spanking himself.
He was what?
He has autism, so I'm sorry.
What was
That's
it?
why I was like, Brendan, no, don't stop.
No. Diane, I'm sorry. It won't take much. I won't talk about my issues, but y'all know I've had gastric bypass surgery because I had back pain, and I had like boobies the size of a horse's head that caused back pain.
That's not a problem I ever had, Red.
I don't have it anymore, and this is a thing. Like, I went from 300 pounds to 115. And the one thing I've never missed or desired is a fake boobie. I've had them.
No kidding.
I had them my whole ass life, and I don't care if I never have another one. Like, they could completely take them off. I don't care. I would change my mind if they were all gross and scary to me, but they're just smaller. They're not gross.
I've had big boobs my whole life, and I hate them.
I
hate 'em.
they were a back pain. They were bigger than my head. Since I was 14.
Yeah, that causes a lot of back, shoulder, neck pain, headaches,
But
a lot of trouble.
since before the laws changed in my state, I have been Since I had my gastric bypass surgery, once you have that surgery, you can never take any kind of NSAID again, which is a non-steroid anti-inflammatory.
Exactly.
Ibuprofen, Aleve, anything like that. Tylenol does nothing for menstrual pain.
I say Tylenols or M&Ms.
That is why I got my ulcer, because I wouldn't take anything, but when I would get my monthly, I had to take ibuprofen. It's the only thing that helped, and it caused an ulcer. They put me on Vicodin. I have been on the same strength and dosage and amount of Vicodin for 6 years. I still don't run out because I am so scared. Well, I ain't gonna say I've never run out, because there have been times when I'm so in pain. But I'm so scared of getting addicted to a damn pain pill that I only take them on days I need to take them.
Yeah.
And they can't change my dose. Like, for 6 years, I've been on the same strength. Like, I've never asked for more. I've never asked for a stronger strength. Because I am scared to death of that addiction.
Me too.
And
See,
it's just like, I've seen too many people go from that to being strung out on heroin.
Exactly. Yep.
When I was really, really sick with my Crohn's, believe me, I took pain pills. Like, anytime that my grandpa would give me one, I would take it because I didn't have insurance and no doctor would see me. So I had to keep going to the ER, and they were acting like nothing was wrong with me when I knew that wasn't the case.
Because
I already had the diagnosis of Crohn's.
They will assume,
and they're like, oh no, it's Crohn's, you're fine. So I would take pain pills when Grandpa would give them to me because I was going to the bathroom at times literally every 5 minutes. And
Crohn's is very painful.
Yes, it is. And at some points, I couldn't even get out of bed because of how dehydrated I was. And pain pills made that stop. It didn't do anything for my pain unless I took an Oxy, which it took me years to do because I was scared to death. And when I took it the first time, it stopped all of my pain for 12 hours. And I'm like, oh, this is trouble. Because I never liked... Pain pills for me either got me so high I was sick when I first started taking them, or because I built up a tolerance so quickly, they didn't do much of anything at all, except stop the diarrhea.
They just make me tired.
But with Oxycontin stopping every bit of pain I had, I knew I had to be careful with that. Because when you're in misery, something like that, you could get in a lot of trouble with it.
Right.
So I didn't really mess with them. But I was lucky that I never ever liked the feeling of being high from pain pills because it made me sick. Either.
I never got. I want to say this. I never got the in quote. I'm doing air quotes. The high from a pain pill that people say they get. Right.
I don't either. But they just make me tired.
My doctor put me on the Vicodin for back pain right before, in October, and I had my gastric bypass surgery in December of 2014. So for 2 months I was on Vicodin, and then I had that surgery. They sent me home with Oxycontin.
Oh boy.
I would wake up in pain. I was fine in the hospital, probably the IV drugs they were giving me. After the ride home, it was a 2-hour ride. I was super in pain. So I laid in bed for 3 days. I would wake up, take my pill, and go back to sleep. My friend from work called me to check on me, my office coworker, and she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No. It's been 3 days, and I feel like every day I'm getting worse. I feel like I am dying. I'm scared." She said, "Well, how do you feel?" I said, "My head is pounding like when I had meningitis. Like, it hurt that bad."
Oh my gosh.
It was terrible. She said, "Stop taking the Oxycontins."
Yeah.
I didn't take another one, and I went to my Vicodin, which I had from my back pain from before my surgery. Instantly better. So something about I don't know if it was it took a few days for that effect to happen, but it was terrible. And she knew.
Well, that's like when I'm in the hospital and they give me morphine, I can't take that.
Well, like, what is it about OxyContin that she knew that that's what was causing my head to hurt?
Just the side
It
effects.
was too
They all have
strong
different-
for you.
Well,
Oh
that
my
and
God.
some present with different side effects.
Well, I mean, plus everybody's brain chemistry is different, so drugs
Right.
react differently on everybody.
Okay.
That's what
Right.
that's what I was just gonna say. That's what y'all don't understand the high, but I was dealing with untreated ADHD, which I still don't treat it because I can't, or I'd probably be on meth. But also mental illness, bipolar, that was undiagnosed at the time, and it
Oh,
made those
yeah.
connections in my brain that I needed
Yep.
Yeah.
to
A
function.
lot of people who are bipolar are on pain medication
Yeah.
or something else to self-medicate.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it was something
Bipolar-
that no one knew how to understand. I mean, until just maybe 10, 15 years ago, if that. You know,
Right.
you were just considered crazy or bad or something. You weren't considered having an illness.
Right.
Well, they used to call it manic depression, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna
they're
mute.
still
Now
figuring
everybody
out
Hey,
stuff.
I've got to mute.
Everybody used to be manic depressive. Now everybody's bipolar.
It seems like that is something just like
You're hard to hear,
ADHD
Red.
that is way misdiagnosed.
I think
Because
so, too.
I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of people that I would not think were bipolar just based on what I know and stuff. And they just are fuck offs. They just don't want to do anything. So for
Yeah.
some reason, the shrinks see that and go, "Oh, you're bipolar," and I don't get their
Yeah.
logic there, but that's what they tend to do. And then
Yeah.
I know someone that was her excuse for every horrible shitty thing she did.
I know
Then she
somebody
hit
like
about
that too.
then she hits about 35 and it's like, "Oh, well, I don't need medication or anything. I'm just cured from bipolar disorder." It's like,
my.
listen, that's not how any of that
No.
works. But she
Even
wasn't bipolar to begin
Joy's-
with.
Even
See-
Katie Joy's
Oh,
Jesus
wait,
juice
time
won't do
out.
that.
Can y'all hear me? Is my mic working?
You're very
Yeah.
quiet. You're kind of quiet, but
That's weird.
I got the boys here too.
Oh my God, Miss Cassandra, I was about to send out a search party. I thought you got lost in Katie Joy's belly button. I love you, chat people. You can't hit it that hard. I don't know. Using YouTube as social media. Hey, Sean Pesco. I don't know what you're talking about using YouTube as social media. What does that even mean?
That's the only thing I don't like about up here. I can't see chat, and I miss my chat.
Yeah.
So I might.
I had to have a phone stuck to my head so I can't see anything.
I need someone
Yeah.
I need Kano or someone to help me watch the chat and tell me if I'm missing stuff, because I know I am, but it's a lot.
I mean, I don't mind hopping back down to chat.
If you do, I'm gonna need you to text me if there's something I need to see. I feel like I'm missing stuff for some reason. When
I'm not sure what Kano's doing. I think she has tonight off. I thought that's what she told me.
I don't know
But
how to do
I think
that.
she was. I think she was talking to her husband.
Bugsy B, or boyfriend, Bugsy B said when I was in high school and bought weed, I'd feel so guilty for bringing it home that I'd flush it myself. Now my parents
Oh,
know
my
I
God.
smoke.
Bless your heart.
That sounds like me. My friends used to hate me because I'd always feel guilty and tell on myself, and then they'd all get in trouble too because my parents would call
Oh
their
my God,
parents.
me and you would not have been friends in high school, Kraft. I had one of you as a friend in high school, and we didn't last long.
I know.
I'm glad we.
That was me. I always felt guilty, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad.
Well, it depends on your parents. Like some parents will call other parents, and some won't. So
Mine did.
okay, then I wouldn't have liked you in high school because I would have stayed. I would have stayed on.
I
low.
know. But you know what? That's what got my butt back in shape.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't that bad of a kid. I didn't do any drugs in high school. And yeah, I'm glad I met you when I did because you're one of my favorite people in this world, and I love you.
Aw, I love you.
Oh, Lord. I'm
No.
sorry.
Oh, nay.
I just realized
Yeah.
that I put myself up here on panel after people have been talking shit on Twitter, so I'm sure I'll be a target next.
Oh, well, we all have been. So welcome
Oh
to the
my
club.
God. Well, let me say, Nene, if you get hate for being okay with me, I apologize. I've been apologizing all day.
Girl, don't even apologize for that. Don't.
Apparently that's a thing that look, I was crying an hour before I went live tonight because I found out that people get hated for being nice to me, and I'm like, really?
Don't apologize for that.
Didn't know.
Don't
I
worry
have
about it.
not had that experience
Didn't
yet,
know that
and
was a
everybody
thing.
knows that I love you to death.
Yeah, if I'm causing someone to lose friends, we can be secret friends, whatever. I don't want to cause anybody any issues like that. So
I don't
Yeah,
have
I
any
have-
friends, so we're
I
good.
have not had that experience yet.
No. The only thing I want to say is for anyone on Twitter, just don't tag me. Just leave me alone. I'm done kind of with Twitter. It's just for me to
I am done with
find
Twitter.
happy things.
That's why
I second
I
that.
had a couple people ask me today why I went private, and this is my answer: for my own ass mental health.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm private. I will use Twitter from now on for my little DMs that I already have going, and to
Yep.
share my link. I will not engage in whatever. Like,
Exactly.
if
Me
you
too.
want, I mean, if you hate me, that's your business. I don't need to know about it.
Right.
It's none of my business if you hate me. If or however you feel about it. It's not my business unless you want it to be. And if you care so much about me, that should be enough. Like, I'm trying to get better and be better and do better and
And you are.
blah blah blah. I wish the best for everyone. I don't have hate in my heart for anyone, and me and Joey talked about that last night. He got on
Yep.
me because I said I hated Katie. When I say that, I don't mean I really don't hate that woman. I wish
I know. I got what you were saying. I was there. I understood what you
I
meant.
really wish she could get better, do better, whatever. But who am I to say that? Because I need to get better, do better, right?
We all do.
But
I do strongly dislike
that's
Katie.
not going to
The
make
things that
that's-
woman has done.
It's
No person with a soul
It's
would
not
do.
going to make me stop
Yeah.
calling her out. Someone's at my door. I've got to go answer it. Can y'all, Kiara, can you handle it
Yeah.
for 5 minutes? I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Be careful, hon.
yeah, for sure. So, girls, what do you want to talk about?
Let's steer it away from this conversation before she gets
Yeah.
back.
How's
Exactly.
Christmas
I
I
didn't
agree.
mean
going for
that. I'm
everybody?
sorry. I didn't mean to steer it that way.
That's okay.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
Has everybody finished their Christmas shopping? Because I haven't even started yet.
Oh, hell no. Lord
No,
have
I
mercy.
just got out of the hospital a couple days ago, so the
I've
newest thing
ordered
I
most of
have
mine
was
online,
yeah, there you go. I think that's probably everybody's going to be doing.
and it's not going to feel like Christmas because the whole part of that puts me in the spirit is actually doing the shopping. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, not
I
only
just,
that, but nobody can be together. So,
I just want it over with at this point.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think everybody wants this entire year just to be over with.
I think so too.
pretty much.
Been there, done that. Let's move on.
Have y'all seen the commercials with the Match.com commercials with Satan and 2020?
No, but I don't get
Oh
commercials.
my God, they are hilarious. Well, I try to watch everybody's ads on YouTube, like the smaller creators, but those I get very excited when they come on because they are hysterical. Apparently,
never seen
2020
one.
and the devil are a thing, and I'm not surprised by
I
that.
I'm
believe
not
it.
either.
I
Not
totally
I don't
believe
even
it.
believe in the devil, but I can believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
funny. They're very, very funny.
Yeah. See, I have the YouTube Premium because we don't have cable or anything, and I get the kids too for my boys because they watch a lot of the kids YouTube stuff and all that,
Right.
and I don't want them seeing commercials and stuff. So,
Yeah, because
but
sometimes
I heard creators still get paid for that still though, even though you have the YouTube
it's
Premium.
Probably
I
about
checked into
like
that because I
on.
also have it. They're supposed
Yeah.
to. They're supposed to get a portion of the AdSense or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like the way that Amazon does it, like with my books, where I have it enrolled in the library program for Amazon Prime.
Uh-huh.
Every time somebody reads my books, I get like a penny a page or whatever it is.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
and then if there's a like a higher increase in people using that and they get more money from the Prime from it, they'll increase it just slightly. So it's
Okay.
probably about like that, I
Yeah.
would think.
Well, I knew they got something because I remember asking, I don't remember if it was Josh from Dad Podcast Challenge or one of them. I remember asking them because I felt kind of guilty for the small creators, but they're like, "Oh, no,
Right.
they still get a portion." So that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wish we could see chat.
I
I know.
know.
Hey, everybody.
I I
We're here
hate
with
that
you.
because I always feel like I'm ignoring everybody and I'm really not trying to. I genuinely cannot see anything.
Is
Yeah,
anybody able to see what's going on in chat right now with her away?
I
I
don't
can't.
think so.
Everybody be nice. Play nice. I know you
Well,
probably are.
y'all know that we love you and we're
Yes.
not trying to ignore you. We
Yeah,
just can't see.
exactly. Exactly.
Sorry, y'all. So, has anybody got anything planned for this weekend? More sitting in the house, of course.
I'm trying to plan on going from liquids to soft foods. I tried pudding today, so that was a
That is
bonus.
a, yeah,
I
pudding
bought
is
I bought my
always
cat a
great.
dress. I'm gonna dress her in tomorrow.
Aw,
Oh my God, you have to take pictures of that. We
I don't
must
even
see
like
yeah.
the
that.
cat.
I don't think
Aw,
the cat's gonna like that idea, but it might turn out super
right?
cute.
I got left the cat when my daughter moved out, so I guess we've become friends. I'm not really sure.
Hi, y'all. I'm
And
back.
now you're
Sorry.
putting a dress on her, so that
Hey, hon.
friendship ends tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll probably be all scratched up from the cat.
But the pictures might be really cute.
They
Yeah,
might be. We'll see.
Look on the bright side.
Sorry, y'all.
I had.
Have y'all heard me talking about my gas issue? Not my personal
No.
bodily
Yes.
gas issue,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
heat. I've had 3 different people come over here to hook up. Okay, they brought my gas.
Aw,
They brought my gas out to my big tank for my central unit for my gas pack. It's electric air, and just the only thing that's gas is the heat. So I woke up yesterday morning with a sore throat, a cough, a runny nose because I ran out of
right.
gas during the night. They told me it would be 5 days. So my son came and brought me, or it picked up I've got like one of those, it's like a 120-pound cylinder. It's like 5 foot
Yeah,
tall, 4 foot tall. It's enough to
like
run
a grilling tank, but huge.
yeah, but way taller.
Yeah,
But they won't fill that up if they come out to your house because it's too small. You have to take it. My son came and filled that up, but he didn't have channel locks, and I can't find mine. So for the third time, someone's come out to hook that up. I don't need it right now because I've got my electric or my gas tank filled. However,
yeah,
I would like to be able to use my little gas log fireplace in my living room when I'm in the
Sure.
living
Oh, yeah.
room. And there's something weird where the adapter, I need an adapter for the part. It's weird. So the person that came, my brother came this morning, my son came yet last night. One more time, it might happen again. Like, eventually I'll get my gas logs hooked back up.
but in the
Yeah,
meantime, at
those
least you know you're loved.
fireplaces.
What'd you say?
Those fireplaces are so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, my gas log's broke, so this is an actual, like, a heater I bought from Lowe's. It's supposed to just sit in a room, but I stuck it in the fireplace hole.
Yeah.
And it looks like gas logs, but it's not.
That's cool.
But it's always good to have for backup because this is my problem. You're supposed to call the gas company a few days before you run out of gas, but I never go out there and check my levels. So I checked, or I had my son check. I thought it was last
I'll be
week.
right back.
He said it was a couple weeks ago, and he's like, "Oh, it's almost full." Well, that's fine and dandy, but I've had it on 70 constantly for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
What do you have? Propane?
Yeah, just for
Yeah,
just for heat. When I bought my
Right.
house, I switched the water heater and the stove back to electric because I don't like gas. But
Right.
I thought having a gas pack for my heat and air would be cheaper. But my damn air conditioner bill is ridiculous during the summer. Like, my electric bill is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, ours too.
Yeah, but I live in the country. It should be. My mama's is like $50 a month. Mine's $250.
Wow. Yeah, ours is closer to the 250. I don't know how it is where y'all live, but here in Ohio, unless you live in one county or at least in central Ohio, your only option is AEP. And they will if they charge you a $250 bill and 25 cents and you forget the 25 cents, they will straight come and shut your electric off over that.
No, I talked
Like,
about I talked
They
about
do that
this.
here, too.
I talked about this the other night when I was talking about how my ex-husband used to call social services on me all the time. And
Wow.
my children heard me talking on the phone to someone and explaining to them that, because my brother works for the power company, and he called me one day and said, there's a shut-off notice for your house, because his coworker called. We all live on the same it's like family property. His coworker called and said, I have a shut-off order for your sister's house. And he called me, and I said, I just paid my bill the other day. Well, instead of paying, and I don't remember because this was in like 2009, instead of paying $136.63 or $163.36, I paid $136.60. It was dollars. I paid the wrong. I paid the like. It was 100 and something and some change. I mixed up the change with the amount when I paid the bill. They were going to shut off my power. They don't do that now because of the virus going around. They were going to shut off my power. So my children heard me talking about it on the phone with my best friend. And then when they went there to their dads, they told him, because us kids talk, especially
Well,
when...
not only that, he sounds like the type of person that would grill.
That's exactly what I was fixing to say, because he would try to drag from them information. So he found out that my kids heard that, and a social worker came to my house, and I had to call, and just to shut it all down, I called Duke Energy. It was Progress Energy back then. I said, this is me, and I gave them all my information to prove it was me, and I said, can you please tell this lady what happened? They had to say, no, her power never got turned off. She found out it was supposed to be, and she called and paid the amount, and it was only... They had to explain to the social worker, because my husband calls social services. So, yes, that power shit...
I gotta step away from just a second, y'all.
Okay, and
Okay.
the reason I was talking about that the other night is because Katie Joy said that someone accused Toad of hitting.
I'll trade you, Nene. I'm just coming back.
Someone accused social workers of them abusing Vaughn.
Yeah.
And she said they went to her house and closed the case, and I call bullshit because in my state, that don't happen. Even when that happened, and I absolutely proved without a doubt that was wrong information, that a 6-year-old told his dad, and my power never got turned off. We were never without electricity. They still, by law, had to leave the case open for 30 days.
Exactly.
They don't just come to your house and say, oh, oopsie.
Everything's fine.
Right.
No.
I think she made the whole damn thing up myself.
I do too. I do
Yeah,
too.
I
to try
don't.
to get people to stop talking about
For
how
me,
there's video of her talking about keeping the nurse in the basement.
I
And the
don't
right,
nurse
believe.
wouldn't be in the basement unless the kid was in the
I don't
basement.
believe
right.
for a second that someone called and told social services that
I
he
don't either.
punched that kid in
No.
the face. That's such a damn lie.
But I
And you're right.
also
I mean,
don't, I
just
don't
even
know.
just as a nurse, I know they can't just walk to the house and do a spot on check and say, okay, you're fine. That's no.
No.
I'm not even in that field. Just as when I was in nursing before, I'm not a nurse now, but I mean, I'm just saying they don't just walk into your house and be like, oh, okay, everything's great. End of story. No. So she's
The
lying.
CPS around here absolutely sucks and never does their job. Well, I can't say that because a lot of times parents have their kids lying for them, and they drill it into their head to
Right, or they
lie
get
about whatever.
beat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not that, but they're ineffective for
Yeah.
that reason. And even they keep the case open. It's either 2 weeks or a month, no matter what.
Hey, when I
Right.
was gone a while ago, did y'all hear the doorbell ring? Like somebody's.
No, I didn't. I heard cash.
I heard the dog
I
bark.
think T Detox tried to come in because at 9:56 she said she tried, but I was not at my computer. T, if you tried, I was not at my computer, boo.
No, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Brendan's not going to bed tonight. Hold on, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You're fine. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that your ex-husband was abusive because the stuff that you've said, he sounds
He was
like he was abusive,
he
at least mentally.
he was physically abusive like 2 or 3 times, like in the beginning, and then that changed. And when do you ever hear of someone changing that part of them? You don't. And
It's not often for sure.
after me, I think he was physically abusive with other women, but just not with me. Maybe he was scared of my brother. But he was a total psychopath as far as mental and emotional abuse.
Yeah.
Like his biggest thing when I left him was, if you leave me, that's why I stayed. I stayed for 2 years past. When I wanted to leave, he said, "I promise your kids will hate you before they're 18 years old." And at some point in both of their lives, they did hate me before they were 18 years old because of
See,
him.
that's parental alienation. He should have lost all contact with them for doing that.
Right. And I mean, he just wanted custody of one, so he didn't have to pay child. He thought it would mean he didn't have to pay child support. And he got custody of one and still had to pay child support. So what'd he do? He
Well, yeah,
quit
especially if
working.
he had back child support. That don't go away.
Oh, it does in this state. There's no such thing.
Does
it? I never got any. But
I'm getting child support right now for my oldest daughter that is
Yeah.
26 from back child support. I get $300 a month because he still owes me. And she's 26.
well, it is.
Wow.
It's a thing in
I'm
my
sorry,
state.
I'm back. I forgot
It's
to
a
tell
thi-
you.
it's
I'm
a-
back.
It's a thing in my state, but the way I did it, because I was so scared of him that I never I was so scared of social workers coming to my house because they did so often.
for sure.
I
That
don't blame you. I would be too.
that I just
But
didn't.
I think everybody is.
I just didn't push it. And the child support thing, I never asked for back support, so I never got ordered any.
I didn't ask for it either. It just happened. It
What-
just-
Here,
I
here
mean-
in Tennessee, it's state mandated. They kind of just make
Then that
it.
means at some point he
Yeah.
was ordered support and didn't pay it. So
Well, I shouldn't say that. In my daughter's
once
case,
my husband
he went to prison.
once my husband was ordered to pay it, it came out of his check.
Yeah.
Until he got fired and
Yeah.
or lost his job. Let me tell you this funny story. He was with his second the girl he cheated on me with and had a baby with after me. He was with her, and me and her made up because she's a very big part of my kid's life. So even though she was having an affair with my
Good for you.
husband, she's a part of my kids' lives and they love her, so
Right.
I'm going to be okay with her. I got them back together actually one time.
Wow.
I
Well,
lost-
honestly, she did you a favor. I
She
think.
absolutely did. I'm like, I don't want him
Yeah.
to get him. But I told her one time, because she's like, he had went to the doctor and they gave him Valium, or she had an issue. She thought he was on pills or something, and he won't. But I said, can I just suggest to you, because I was with this cheating fool for 13 years, could you, I mean, one night when he goes to Valium sleep, go through his phone. I mean, just one time. Have you ever went through his phone? Because she refused.
Right.
She refused to live with him. So my kids are telling me when she's not there at night, there's all these women coming to his house. So I knew he was
my
cheating on her,
God.
but I won't tell her. So I said, just go through his damn phone's all I know, tell you. He got fired because she went through his phone after I told her that. I got them back together after this happened because I felt guilty. She went through his work phone, his Nextel, and 4 different women that he was screwing at one time. Not
From work?
not all together, but separately. And
from work?
No, I mean, he was a heat and air man. No, these were just hoe bags.
Oh.
She changed his outgoing message on his work phone to, hey,
God.
y'all, if you're screwing so-and-so, I'm his baby mama, and I've been with him for 3 years, and you are one of 4 other women that I've just found out. He got
I love
Oh
it.
my God.
no, I loved it too, but he got fired that day, and I never got another child support payment. And I'm like,
Oh
I
God.
screwed my own damn self.
Right.
But that's what you get when you sleep with a married man. You get cheated on not once, but with 4
yeah.
women at one time.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How you get him is how you lose him when it comes to stuff like that.
And I told her the day that I put this thing on his phone. That's how I found out. Like, I did this thing with his phone where I could see where he was at,
Yeah.
what road he was on, and I called her and said, I know he's over there. You nasty hoe, because she had also been with his brother.
Oh my God.
Or no, she was married to his brother's best friend or something. But his brother, yeah, my ex-husband's a hot ass mess. He used to be. I think he's calmed down a lot. But the night that I talked to her on the phone, she was pregnant. I didn't know it yet because we weren't split up. Well, we had been split up for 2 years and got back together. He was messing with her the whole ass time, but never admitted it. However, the night that we finally split up for good, I told her, I said, you can have him. I didn't want him back to start with. He just wouldn't leave me alone for 2 years. And when he does the same thing to you, he's been doing to me for the last 13 years, you get what you paid for. And
Right.
Yep.
she got exactly what the hell she paid for. Nothing. She got nothing.
Are they still together?
I was just gonna ask that.
Hell no. They split up. No, hell no. She's married to a real man now.
Good.
And he's on his fourth wife.
Oh
Wow.
And
I believe it.
The girl my husband cheated on me with.
the girl. I wish I could say that. I wish I could say the girl.
The girl.
There was 13.
Oh, she got her karma.
There was
Listen,
13.
They cheated for
There was-
2 years.
There was 13.
Before I found out.
There was 13 the girls with my ex-husband.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
God.
I don't think there
Who has
was
the
with
energy
him.
for
There was
that?
just 3 with him, but the
Oh my
one
God.
that he ended up
Just?
with,
I can
they
can
cheated for
literally
2
name
years
13.
before I found out. We broke up. They were together another year. They got married. He died of a heart attack a month later.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, that wasn't
Right.
cheating. That was a
Karma.
whole ass affair.
That was a whole ass
Or
affair. Yeah.
karma.
Yep. Then she come at me and wanted me to help her pay his motorcycle payment because she
Why
couldn't
would you
afford
do
it.
that?
I was like, what?
Why would you do that?
No.
What?
Did she think you were a fool? Like, why would you do that?
Apparently.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
She had to try it, though. You know,
It's
Yeah.
insane.
some people
Look,
just
and
have to try it.
I can literally name. I guarantee, and I mean, just off the top, I can name 12 right now that he cheated on me with. But I don't mean during the marriage. The last 5 years of our marriage, he calmed down a little bit. But from the time I met, the first 2 years we were together, I should have never married him. I can name 12 women.
Fred,
I can.
just in
I
a
can.
second. How
hold
old
on,
is he
no,
then?
wait. I can name 12 women he cheated on me with from the time I met him until the time I divorced him right now. And my memory is shit, and y'all know it. He
No,
is.
there's no way I could have went through that.
He's 2 years.
No.
He's 2 years and 3
One's
months.
too many.
He's 2 years and 3 months younger than me, so he's 41. He just turned 41. He almost died. He's not. He keeps having strokes. Like remember Father's Day? He was in the hospital. We thought he was going to die. He died twice during his surgery.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that during the baby shower.
He had 2 massive brain bleeds and a stroke, and they said his brain was mush and he would never be a normal again. And 2 weeks later, or 3 or 4 weeks later, he cooked for my sons for 40 people.
Gender reveal.
Right.
That's what it was, not baby.
Yeah.
He's like a miracle, and they told him 5 years ago, if you keep drinking and smoking, you're not going to be here 5 years. 4 years later, he has another 2 massive strokes and dies on the table twice. And he's out of the hospital 2 weeks and drinking and smoking again. So,
Wouldn't you know, a miracle finally occurs, and it's for someone like your ex-husband.
Exactly.
and
Ain't that some shit?
I don't wish any bad for him. He
Right.
Yeah, because he's the father of your kid.
like
Right.
he acts super weird to me. Like at the gender reveal, I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" He didn't speak, but it's so weird. He's so uncomfortable around me, but I don't care. Like I have no reason to be uncomfortable around him.
No.
Right,
That's not
you don't
you.
care
That's on
anymore.
But he acts.
Yeah, that's on him.
Yeah, it's just weird, but I wish him the best. But my kids get so frustrated because they want their dad around to see their kids
Right.
be here. My
Yeah.
son's got a baby coming, and he gets so mad. Like, I wish I want him to do good for his wife because she's such a good person in her heart. Like, I've known her.
You're so sweet.
I know I went to school with the girl he's married to.
But still,
her
you're so
son-
sweet for feeling that way.
Her son and my son.
Not everyone good.
Her son and my son were best friends growing up since middle school. So that's
Aw.
kind of how they got together. My son
Yeah.
and his friend got them together. But she's such a good person. I want him to be a good husband to her. I want him to be here for my granddaughter.
Yeah.
And I don't want him to die. I used to wish every day of my
yeah.
life that a bus would hit him. I used to say that.
Right.
See, that's where that's where I keep saying you're such a better
I used
person
to
because
say that out loud every day, and my mama would say, quit saying that, and I say, I wish he'd die, I wish he'd die, and I really felt that I thought that until
Well, he really messed you over, so at first
Well-
you probably did. But
well-
then you realize that means your kids would lose their dad, and you don't want to see them
Yeah.
like that.
Well-
That's the hardest thing. My girls were 14 and 16 when he died. 14 and 16, and they were at his
I'm
house.
sorry.
what changed?
They were at his house.
Oh my
and
God!
looking at my daughter, this youngest grandson was born on his birthday, April the 1st, and he looks
Oh my
just like
God.
him. He looks just like him, and it's hard to
Wow.
sit there and even, because you see the pain on her eyes.
Yeah.
Right. You don't ever want your kids to hurt
No,
like that.
you don't. You
No.
don't. I said it too. I
Even
did.
if
I
you
said
hate
it
the
too.
bastard.
I want to apologize that I try to plan my streams. Occasionally I try to plan my streams and name them and say what we're going to talk about, and it never ends up being that. So, like,
Well, we just talked.
tonight was supposed to be me getting to know my people, and
Yeah,
it
and
didn't
it's hard
work
when we
out.
can't
Hey,
see
Dolce
chat
Mama.
too.
Hey, Dolce Mama, welcome. Yeah, the thing about me wishing my husband dead, that stopped the day that my children's sister, his mistress, his love child, whatever. I love that little girl and I love her mom. But after they broke up because he cheated with four people or whatever, she came to my house to talk to me. I had him come to my house to talk to her, or he came to my house to talk to her. I got them back together, but before they got back together, I went on the porch to talk to him. We both cried. He apologized to me for calling social services 159 times, and I apologized to him for wishing he died every day for the last 2 years of my life. And everything was okay, but he always goes back to that. He always goes back to anger. But now we're not angry at each other. He is just so uncomfortable around me. It's weird. He's come over here and done work. He come over here and did some plumbing work for me because he's a contractor. And my son had him come fix a bathtub drain. And he acted normal. But at my son's gender reveal party, when I spoke to him, he didn't speak. There was people around.
Yeah, there's family there.
But I went to his house and got some duct work because the dogs tore up duct work under the house like 3 weeks before that, and he acted fine. But it was just it was just me, him, my son, and his wife there. So I'm thinking maybe during the party he had just had the stroke and his speech was different. Maybe he was just the word. I don't know. But he is super weird. Sometimes he acts normal, sometimes he doesn't. But I want him to live forever because of my children.
And Red, that's why I respect you so much, because most women wouldn't say that. And I can tell you that from most women I've talked to that have been through similar instances, because I respect you for that.
Well, losing my daddy let me feel that pain that I've never felt before. Like, divorce is not the same pain.
Right.
I've lost a lot of friends to death. Losing my daddy was the worst thing that I've ever dealt with. And I don't want my boys to ever feel that. So even like when I got sick last month, or when I had my little thing, I don't want my kids to lose me.
No.
But I definitely don't want to have to watch them lose their dad. Because I had to watch them when they knew that their dad coded. And that broke
But you know
my
what,
heart.
though? Some women are so petty that they don't care about that.
Oh, I used to be. When I was angry.
That's what makes you different.
When I still had.
Because you care.
Well, it's because I don't have feelings for him anymore like that. Like, I don't.
Right.
I don't have the ability to hate him because there's no feelings there, except for he is the father of my children, and I don't want them to hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Carissa. Welcome.
Hey, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to drop because my phone is about to die.
Nay, I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you came, man.
Yeah.
Good night,
I'm glad I
Nay.
came too. I'll see y'all in chat.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Good night.
Care.
Hey, Angie
Good night.
Bear. Thank you, Diane McCall.
And everybody in chat, we love you.
I love everyone.
We can't
here.
see you.
I can. You can't.
Yeah, we can't.
If anyone wants to come in, holler.
Yeah, I'll even put my miserable camera on my ugly mugshot right now.
Kier, are you able?
Yeah, I won't.
Kier, are you able
Oh,
to?
come on, I dare you.
Are you able to see the chat too, or am I the only one?
No, not at all.
Damn.
I'm on my damn phone.
Hey, Carissa, I'm sorry that the chat's, if y'all feel ignored.
If I can be on here with a stupid neck brace that pushes all my neck fat skin up around my chin and makes me look like a munchkin.
Girl. I know, but I look rough. I have not one drop of makeup on. Haven't
Well,
had anyone
I don't
since
either.
Monday.
I don't either.
I look awful without makeup anymore. I look
Okay,
old.
there we go. Here goes Red. So let's see.
Well, yeah, but Red's really pretty.
Shut the hell up.
I used to be pretty, and now I look old.
Look at me.
All
Oh, look
right,
at
all right,
chipmunk.
y'all.
Okay, look at
Hang on.
squishy, squishy,
Of course,
squishy.
Gmail has to have access to everything just to get
Tammy,
on
will
a
you
damn
stop?
camera.
You got a damn neck brace on. You just had surgery.
I know, but look,
Right.
I'm like
I
squishy,
have
squishy,
no such
squishy.
excuse, Tammy. I have no
Oh,
excuse for
Kiara, you're
looking this way.
pretty. Shut up.
You both look beautiful. You both are beautiful. Stop it.
As we both light up our cigarettes.
Yeah, see, there you go. Here, I'll
Well,
pretend.
hot damn. I
I'll
need to get a
pretend.
new pack of lighters.
Hot
Well,
damn.
shit. There it is.
Here, I'll pretend.
Hey, feisty lady, do you want a link? Hoot, will you come
Yeah,
talk?
somebody come join us.
We represent
Red, I
the
love your
lolly
swing.
kids.
I am jealous of your
Oh
swing.
my
Be
God.
I
jealous,
really
man.
am.
Be jealous,
I feel like
man.
my back would like that a lot more.
I love it. I love it. I'm getting another one.
I don't know who thought of that, but that was a really good idea.
It's an outside.
Yeah.
It's for the
Yeah.
porch, but it works great.
We have one of those in the basement for our boys because they both have autism.
As soon as
and they fight over it.
As soon as I get a desk computer, this is going in my living room. Hoot 3, someone please channel manager, will you come take a link?
Hey, channel manager.
I want to. Oh, Diane will join. Where do I send the link?
Anybody, come join us. If I can be here, come on. I got 2 boys right here. I'm trying. Well, one fell asleep finally, but
Diane, DM me DM me somewhere so I can send you the link. I don't want to put it in the chat.
Mine conned her dad into letting her lay in her bed, which means she's not good because she always listens to this channel called Kid Time Story Time.
Aww.
I don't know if you've ever heard it, but
No.
it's a chick who reads children's books, but she has like puppets and stuff. So of course she's more interesting than me reading a book.
right.
And she's supposed to watch that to go to sleep, but I guarantee she's in there with spy ninjas on. She won't be asleep for another hour. I know how she rolls. That's the only time she wants to go in her room is to not watch the books.
Right.
And he let her. She conned him right into it.
My husband's the same way, and that's why he sends me at nighttime with them. And I feel like such a KJ because, nighttime is me with the boys, and it's his kind of wind down time where he can be on the computer and doing his thing. And
Right.
even with my surgery, I don't mind because it's my normal routine, so it's nothing different. So, I mean, I don't mind. So I'm
With
Brendan's awake. He's still here beside me, but Colin, he's out cold. And then
he's being really quiet.
Well, I've been muting a couple times. That's why I had to leave a
mine.
couple times.
Mine came in here as soon as she heard me talking because she knew that meant that I was on live stream.
No.
And she's obsessed with being a YouTuber. She wants to be like the Spy Ninjas. So I have to keep lying and telling her that she can't come in here because it's a grown-up stream and Red will lose her channel. Because in the Spy Ninjas universe, having your channel deleted is the worst thing that can happen.
Okay, well, I have
Like,
with,
you don't want Red to
Brendan,
lose
I
her
have to think
channel.
Minecraft.
Yeah, she loves Minecraft too. I guess
we
my
still
kids
live?
like it, but
Yeah,
yes,
we are.
we are.
Hey, movies,
okay.
TV shows. How you? Welcome back.
We're talking about kids.
Oh, okay. All right. No, my family had called me.
Is everything
Yeah.
okay? You sound sad. What's up?
Huh? Remember I told you about my sister-in-law, the way she
Yeah.
died?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, boo.
Family first,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, it's just weird the way it happened because she was just going upstairs to her bedroom and her heart gave out and she died right there.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Is your brother okay?
He's hanging in there. He's dealing with it.
He's
The best that
probably
we
in
can.
shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old was she?
Yeah, I
It's
think
in
he
it's
is.
shock.
later that it
classes.
gets hard.
Yeah.
How old was she?
Oh, I don't even. Oh God, I don't even remember her age
There's some.
or anything. Yeah, she was really
Was she, like,
vague about. She,
Close age to
Huh?
your brother, or close age to your brother, or
Way older than my brother, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm really, really sorry.
That's what was
That is
wrong.
Yeah.
That
awful.
damn, I didn't have
That
my.
that's real life stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been dealing with real life stuff for a couple of weeks now.
I know, hon.
Yeah.
That's the thing
We love
about
you.
life, man. You don't have any guarantee that you're going to be here
No.
tomorrow. If this
Dude.
year has taught me anything, it's that. And it don't matter your age, and it doesn't matter how healthy you are. It doesn't matter.
Dude,
Right.
I almost
Yeah.
literally.
Even my 8 friends that got sick with the virus, they was very healthy.
Can I say
Very healthy.
Can I say
And
can I say that going to my follow up appointment when I left my doctor's, my hospital, whatever, my surgeon calling in his 2 PAs that did rounds in the hospital like I was a show and tell project.
Yeah.
Because he was shocked that I came in the office alone and that I was still alive. That was a wake up. Like that was.
See,
That-
well, what
I
was
was
I telling
shook.
you, girl?
I was shook. Like, I didn't know how serious it was until 2 weeks after my
Yeah.
surgery when I went to the follow up and he said, "You were 6 hours from death." Like, that's scary.
Exactly.
I'm 43 years old and got a grandbaby on the way.
Yeah.
And my doctor was shocked that I was alive. And it's like, that changes your whole outlook on life. Like, I don't hate
It does.
It does.
I said I hated Katie Joy. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anyone
Right.
for
That
sure.
was like last December when I had what turned out to be coronavirus, but we didn't know coronavirus existed yet. Like, I could not tell you what was going on in the outside world, but I can remember because I was completely out of it. And then grandma died during that time, and that added to it, and then I was really out of it. But I can remember like the things that were going through my head. And it's like I knew I was dying. But the way it happened at the end of August, like my husband said, I was sitting there talking to him. And the next thing I know, I wake up 3 days later out of a coma with them telling me I flatlined twice. And it's like, what the hell? But then, like with the coronavirus thing, if you look at my health, that should have killed me. And it didn't.
Right.
But then on the other hand, like we were just laying in bed talking. And I wake up hearing you flatline, you're in ICU, you were in a coma. Life is crazy, man. Life is crazy.
I know.
And
Well,
there is
I
no
don't know if
guarantee
you know,
for
Kier.
anyone.
I don't know if you know Kier either, but with my surgery, when they opened up my neck to fix it, they said that my thyroid is the size of a baseball, and it's full
Wow.
of tumors, and that's why
Is
such
it
trouble.
sarcoidosis or
No,
an actual?
it's tumors. They said that it's be removed.
Thyroids are tiny, so that's scary.
More, yeah. And he said more than likely it's cancerous,
You're breaking up really bad.
but
My mom had
thyroid
thyroid cancer.
cancer.
You're breaking up really, really bad.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, my mom had thyroid cancer, but she didn't know it. She just went to surgery to have it removed, and once they took them out, they said yes,
Exactly.
it was cancer, but with thyroid cancer, typically removing
It's
it,
the best one to have.
there's no radiation required afterwards or anything. So removing it fixed her problem.
Exactly. So that's where I'm getting
That's
at.
amazing.
That's where I'm getting at. But had this gone on, and had I not had my neck surgery, who knows where it would have spread or gone on to. But
Exactly.
I mean, thyroid cancer is one of the most beatable, best ones to have. And even worst case scenario, sometimes you do need radiation. Not saying I do, but if I do, who cares? I mean, if it's one of the most beatable ones to have, I'm for that. I mean, I'll do it. I'm ready to live.
Right.
So I mean, what a blessing. I mean, like you're saying, you go in for one thing and then have something bad happen, but then I always try to look at the good at things. And to me, this is
absolutely.
to me, this was okay. Even if it's not, this was the best thing. You know, we found out some more stuff, and we'll move on from there. So there's
Like,
always,
I
I
know
always try to
people
look at the best of everything.
people were going through this phase like last year where people were getting mad about people saying things like, this too shall pass, look on the
Yeah.
bright side. That is how I've got through my entire
Oh my
life.
God, me too.
If I didn't at least try to connect dots on, oh, well, this horrible thing happened, but look, it led to this good thing, I
Right.
probably would have killed myself a long time ago.
You know, and my
Because there
husband's
have
one of those
been,
people. My husband hates to hear that from me. And I'm
and
like, no. And that's what gets me through.
I won't try to push that ideal on someone else. Like, you
Right.
get through shit how you get through it. But for me personally, if it wasn't for that, there's no way that I would have made it this long.
And you have to
'Cause,
learn to laugh at some things.
oh, for
Because
sure.
even though it's not funny, you sometimes have to just learn to, oh my God, you know, I'm that statistic. I can't say that word ever.
I need to stop.
Statistic.
I'm sorry. Someone just DM me that they want the link for memberships for phones. So I'm going to paste that into the chat right now. And
okay.
It's probably been a while since they asked. I just happened to see it. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry guys. It's hard for us to all see chat right now.
Okay, so sorry. You can carry on. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, that's
fine.
okay. Thank you. Because like I said, we can't see chat. So please interrupt us when we.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't know. No, I'm just trying to say, always try to look to the positive because there's so much right now with the virus and everything going on that people are so down, and we have so much that we're negative seeing, and so much we can't do, and
I mean,
try to look
people have
to look to
lost
the
people
positive.
that they love this year, lost their
Yeah.
jobs, don't know how to, because like here in Ohio, that thing other states were doing where they won't evict you or turn off your power, yeah, that's not happening here. They will straight kick you out on your ass.
I'm
They
not
don't
sure.
care.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the rules about that here now.
They doing the same thing here too.
That was a rule
Wow.
here in California. I heard that's not, the evictions are not happening, or they weren't a month
No,
ago.
not even. Oh yeah, they evictions are not happening. It's supposed to end in February or something.
But I think in North
Wow.
Carolina that stopped, unless they've restarted it. That stopped because my kid was so freaked out.
Yeah.
Not because he was going to get evicted, but because he was worried about ending his lease early to move back home from 2 hours
Yeah.
away because he had a baby
Oh,
on the
yeah.
way, and he was like,
Yeah.
they're gonna charge me that early lease.
Oh yeah, that's
whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm
expensive to
like,
break a
don't
lease.
worry about it. As long as you pay whatever you can pay a month, pay
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
But some people
Yeah.
here are not paying, haven't paid for like 5 months.
but he
now.
worked on his credit like I did. Like, that's one thing I drilled into his head, and he got it early. So
Good for you.
he's so worried about his credit score that he didn't want to leave Charlotte or Greensboro to come home because he was scared it would affect his credit that he left his lease early.
See, by the time I turned 18, my credit was already shot because my mother was one of those people that she got every bill in the house in my name
Oh my God.
and got them
no.
shut off. And I asked the power company one time because they let her do that when I was 11. And it's
can
like,
they
what the
do
hell's
that?
going on with y'all?
Legally, you can fight that, I think.
Yeah,
Well, what
that's
they
what I was
told me-
thinking.
What they told me was that I would have to file fraud charges against her, which,
Oh,
believe me, it was
geez.
tempting. I thought about it. And basically take her to court and her end up in jail over fraud. And that's the only way that they'll take it off my record.
Wow.
And then on top of that, all the hospital visits that I had for like 4
That's
years
what
straight.
messed me up. Yeah.
And
I have
then
hospital
as
bills.
student loans. So
Yep.
unless I
I'm
become
still
a
paying student
millionaire,
loans.
I don't think that credit is something I'm ever gonna have that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
Don't
At
say
all.
that, because in 2011 my dad died. I didn't even have a job when he died. I actually had a credit score of like 513 in 2014. I paid off 3 judgments against me that were like credit cards from my marriage.
Yeah.
And I started working on my credit in 2014. I just had to pay off 3 things to be able to get my house. And none of them were medical. And since I did that, it was like, oh, I like getting my credit score higher. My credit score is almost 800 now.
Wow,
Oh,
good.
wow.
And
How do I get my credit started, you guys?
you don't have any
Get
credit?
out a small credit card through your bank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
or
have a
take
bank.
out small-
I don't even have a bank account.
Okay, well, go to
Yeah.
Rent a Center or
Yeah.
Yeah, just something little, but
go get a
but
bank
Rent-A-Center
account.
has high
Why don't
interest,
you have a
though.
bank account? Go
Yeah,
get a
they
bank
told me
account.
to start 3
Yeah.
lines of credit to start my credit off so I can
Don't get a credit card.
no.
okay.
No,
Yeah, go
Yeah,
through
I
your bank.
always
Go
knew
through a
better
bank.
than
unless
that.
it's through your bank, don't get a credit card.
Right, because they're so high
My-
interest.
So
My
I'm gonna
thing
have
with
to
credit
open a bank
card-
account eventually,
You
right?
need.
Yeah.
Why don't?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you should have
All
a
right.
bank. Everyone should have a bank account. Like, how would you get a PayPal if I wanted to send you a birthday present? Go get a bank account.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart to
My grandma-
what's it called? They have banks. Get
My
you a bank
grandma
Oh, they
account.
always
do?
told me.
At where I live, there's a what's it called? Wood Forest or Wood. There's a bank in the Walmarts where I live.
I tried
Oh, yeah, me
Capital
too.
One. I tried Capital One.
I'm a credit union person myself.
Yeah, because I don't have no bank account. So eventually, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, you
open
don't
one
have to
anyway.
have credit. You can go to any bank and start an account, boo.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's usually
I like the ones
it-
that are called a credit union. I
it's-
don't know if they have
it's
that there or
usually
not, but
$25 that
yeah.
that you have to put in savings and $1 for the
Mm-hmm.
checking. But no bank's
Yeah.
going to deny you starting an account.
No.
My grandma always told me that she started building up her credit by getting like $20 loans from the bank, like real small personal loans.
Yep.
Or get
And then she would pay it off and then get another one.
well,
and
the,
another
I,
one.
the perfect idea is to get a credit card and
Right.
and
Through your
char-
bank.
No, just any credit card and charge $30 and then pay it off the next month.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
but people f up and they go crazy
Yeah.
with that credit card and they don't pay it off and the interest rate's 30% and you're screwed.
Right.
So don't do
Okay,
That's
that.
why I
because
never got a
I'm-
credit card.
I've
Right
seen
there.
a house.
Get you a finger hut. You
Uh-huh.
know?
I've seen
Yeah.
a house that I like, and I want to get a house so I could get my mom out here with me. I'm tired of her being away from me. I miss my mom.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I want her here with me. She's 78 years old.
Aw.
Oh. That was
Really
the
sassy woman. Really sassy woman. I'm
Well,
scared
that'll
of
keep
that
her
woman.
going. That'll keep her
Woo.
going, hun.
Yeah. I'm scared of that woman. Mm-mm. She'll reach from Mississippi and choke me.
Yeah, that was the idea when we got this house. We made sure we got one that had no stairs because Grandma couldn't really walk upstairs well, especially if it was like the bathroom where she'd have to go up and down all day. So we got this place because I was gonna make this back room into like her area. It even has its own temperature control because she was cold all the time, and she passed away before she was
Aw.
ever able to come here. We got evicted because they were gentrifying our old neighborhood and they doubled our rent like overnight and we couldn't pay it.
Oh.
And that happened in late October, early November of last year. Grandma was put in the hospital for the last time around November 13th. And then for a month and a half, she was in the hospital and then she passed away. But she would have loved this room, though, because it has a bunch of sunshine and she could have turned the heat up to 90 and we could have
Yeah.
watched Real Housewives and Teen Mom all day.
Yeah, Classy Mom's right. If you're going to pay the balance the next month, the interest rate doesn't matter. But
Right,
if you're going to
exactly.
go crazy like my ex-husband did, he got a $500 credit card and used it in 2 months putting gas in his truck and buying cigarettes and then didn't
Oh,
pay the
no.
payments and I mean, think about it. 29% interest on
Yeah, that's
$500.
crazy.
You're paying $900 on a bit, and I ended up paying that bill to straighten up my credit 10 years later. So a credit card is a
Yeah.
good thing if you don't go crazy with it. Like, get it,
Right.
Okay.
charge,
And then one of my friends were telling me to get a car.
charge $20. Yeah, buy a car.
Or
She
even
was
like,
like, well,
I
she
would.
was like, a van, you want to do the van life thing? She said, get you one of those. That'll help you with your
Well,
credit.
if you don't have credit, I don't know how. I wouldn't suggest buying a car with bad credit because you're going to be paying 30%
a lot of
interest.
long payments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Try maybe a Walmart card. Try a Walmart credit card. And then because you shop
Okay.
there anyway, and then every
Yeah.
month pay it. I mean, just do what you're going to buy every month just to get by with, and then
just
pay
don't.
it.
Yeah, don't get yourself into debt with a credit card because of
Right.
that interest will ruin you and it will
Yes.
defeat the whole purpose.
Yes.
Okay.
Where I was always
Just-
poor, that right there is exactly why I never got a credit card. Because when you don't have any money and you have a $500 limit, you're going to use that to get
Yeah.
food and cigarettes and whatever else you need, and then you're going to be screwed.
And my mom, she don't want me to give up that dream of being a van lifer and
Oh.
traveling and recording and filming and putting it on YouTube. She said she don't want to get in the way of that. She really wants me to
Aw.
experience that.
Well, tell her
Yeah.
she can do it with you.
I never wanted.
Yeah, that's what I told her. She could do it too.
I never wanted to live in a van, but
No, but the way you can fix things up.
I have seen that that's a thing that people do.
It's more common now because of what's going on too. And
Yeah, what's that? Tiny House Nation or Tiny House
Essie,
something
yes.
too. A lot of people
Essie-
are going down
S.C.
too.
Johnson, I do not have a credit card to my name right now. I can get credit cards, but I choose not to. The last one I had one that was 0 interest for 6 months, and then it was going to go to like 4.5. If I go with my bank, it's either 4.5% or 9%, but I choose not. But that 30% interest was when I was a poor mama with 2 little babies and a 500 credit score. That's how I had the 30% interest on a credit card.
Yeah, me too.
This was 22 years ago.
then somebody said I could get a financial advisor to help me with it too.
If you have money to pay
Make
one,
sure I keep up on the payments and stuff.
you have to
Is that
pay.
true?
But as long as you're
you have
not
to-
having to pay them for it.
you
I mean,
have
if
to
you're having to pay them for it,
You have to pay them
Uh-huh.
for that. You have to pay them.
yeah,
Now, some banks will
Oh.
give you financial advice.
right.
Kano, I think that your idea about living in a van sounds amazing. I think that
Me too.
that sounds like absolute freedom.
That's what I
And-
want to do so bad.
Yeah, my advice to you,
That would be awesome.
My advice to Kano would be the first thing you have got to get a bank account,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
and then
Yep.
if
All right.
you can,
And if you're wanting to travel, get one that you know is kind of global,
If
like
you-
a Chase or a.
if you
what's
can
a-
somehow do that with a credit union, because they are better,
Right.
and they like my credit union. That's how I got my first car loan. If you are a member of the credit union I was at or have been at for 25 years, they will not turn away their members for a car loan, but it has to be there was stipulations on the car. It had to have less than 7,500 miles and be less than 3 years old and be less than a certain amount of money. But they would not say no because of your credit score. So you just need
Okay.
you're not going to get credit without a bank account, boo. Go get you one.
Right.
No.
Okay.
But
Because
if you're
the
wanting
lady
to
was like,
travel, but if you're wanting to travel, I don't know about a credit union because a lot of those are more hometown.
Well, they're federal credit
some-
unions. They're cash point
Right, I agree.
federals.
Some credit unions they have like here we live in Tennessee, but when we moved from Michigan, we actually have our credit union from Michigan. Even though we live in Tennessee, it's crazy. We have to go to Alabama, which is just 20 minutes down the road, to bank with our old bank up in Michigan, our credit union. So if you can find a credit union that, even though they're like a little close home knit town credit union, but they have branches to other affiliates, that's kind of what we did. If you're wanting to travel. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Red? What's some of the big ones, like Chase, or what's that?
Wells Fargo or Chase.
Wells Fargo, yeah.
Someone in the chat.
I think I would rather choose Chase because they're all over.
Someone
Right.
Someone in the chat said something about trying to recover from bankruptcy. If I can say, bankruptcy has saved some people I know's whole ass life. Like,
oh yeah, I know
they
friends
filed
too.
bankruptcy and then had people throwing credit cards at them.
Yeah.
Begging them for, if you file bankruptcy and you do it
I
right.
was shocked.
Like, my mom filed bankruptcy when her husband died just to get out of the house because it was too much for her. She didn't have to, but, I mean, it was a smart thing for her, and her credit score within 2 years was back up to 740, 750. So, bankruptcy can help you, actually.
Yeah. Well, between hubby and I, we know together about 8 people that have gone through bankruptcy, and exactly. They have, I hate saying it, but we're jealous, but I mean, they have more toys and more things and more stuff
because you know why?
Than we do,
because you can only file bankruptcy one time every certain amount of years. So once you file bankruptcy, those people know you're going to pay your damn bill.
Yeah.
And they will throw credit at you. My mama had like people begging her to take out credit with them after her bankruptcy, and she's like, I can't. But now don't get it twisted. The car she bought, she paid a ridiculous interest rate.
Yeah.
But I mean, her credit score is back on up there. It's not as good as mine.
Yeah, but the lady was telling me, she said, you're 48 years old. She go, you're 48 years old. She said it's a good thing.
Have you never had a bank account? No, really?
Never.
That is that's crazy.
Never.
Wow.
Like the job.
I'm scared to have a credit card or either deal with banks because the stories that I've heard.
I've had a lot of jobs that you couldn't get paid if you didn't have a bank account because it was direct deposit only. What do you do in that case? How do you get paid?
I just go and pick my check up, and then they was telling me, well, if you have a prepaid card, you can, get the bank routing number and everything and give it to us at work, and
Cash has to go outside.
That card.
I have to let
but
Cash out. I'll be right back.
For that?
Yeah, it's only $4.95 a month.
Yeah, well, see, a bank would be free
on a prepaid card.
Right, but a bank would be free.
Oh,
just cash your check. Or have direct deposit.
Yeah, they said I can have direct deposit on the prepaid card that I have.
Right, but with a bank, you wouldn't have a monthly fee. You'd lose that $4.99.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I'm gonna figure out something because I've been looking at people buy these buses and they turn them into homes, tiny homes on wheels, and I'm like, I want to do this. And I know about building and painting and exterior, interior, faux finishing, plumbing. I know how to do electrical, all that stuff.
Good for
Change
you.
the starter and know how to do. My dad taught me all of that.
You go, girl. Good for you.
My mom said, if it hadn't have been for your dad, he said, you guys would have been raised lazier than the generation today. I go, oh my God, Mom. Oh my God.
That's great.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's, I know I know what you're talking about. I've watched, I forget what it's called. I don't know if it's on TLC or what, but it's like Tiny House something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've been looking at it on YouTube, and it's like,
oh yeah,
it's
YouTube
like
has
soothing for me to look at stuff like that. I like looking at stuff like that. And then the way I see people build out their campers and vans, and the way they do their RVs. I even seen a person turn their car into a tiny living space.
Really?
Living in their car.
And I'm not
like, this is really a thing. Yes.
Yeah, it is. I think they call it Tiny House Nation.
Yes.
or something like that.
People doing it all over the world. And the first
Come
place I want to
back.
travel
Sorry,
to
y'all.
is Argentina.
Ooh,
I would love, and then Australia and
yeah.
Spain. Yeah.
Oh, I want to see Spain. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah,
But they said I need a visa for that kind of stuff.
classy moms. That might be the financial advisors that work with you. I have the credit unions do have that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's free because I didn't use one. I know that they do. They will do your taxes on schedule or whatever for free. Um, I'm sorry.
I think for services they charge you, but I think advisory type things through a credit union, I think is free. But services like taxes or something they charge.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
open. You gotta open a bank account, Kano.
Yeah.
I will. I will.
But yeah,
Matter of fact, I might do that next week.
if you plan on being
Yeah.
mobile, yeah, I suggest one that's like all over.
Well,
Chase, I know
she's
is.
not gonna be
Yeah.
mobile immediate. I mean, it's gonna be a while before she's mobile if she don't have a
Right.
bank
Yeah.
account. So, just if you can,
Right.
my suggestion, because it will be a while before you're mobile, like in a van
Right.
life, I would try a credit union if there's one.
Me too.
But you would have to have probably a family member. The credit union
hmm
I'm at, you have to either be in a domestic living situation or have a family member
Yeah.
or work for the
Ours too.
state. I actually started mine because my father-in-law worked for the state and he had a bank out there, but then I worked for the state.
Uh-huh.
But then I got my boyfriend that I was with for 7 years that lived with me. I helped him get an account there because we lived together. So
Uh-huh.
if you could get in a credit union, that's, in my opinion, the
Yeah, that's
best.
the best
The
for
only
now.
person I can think of who can help me is my uncle. He's a police officer.
Oh yeah,
He'll,
There you
he'll
go.
probably be willing to
Yep.
help me.
if he
Yep, there you go.
ask him, does he bank with a credit union?
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
that would probably be it. Y'all, I'm loving all the new names that are here tonight.
I wish I could see. I'm sorry.
There's so
Welcome,
many.
everybody.
There's Terry C.
Yes, welcome.
Tanya S.
Thank you for coming.
And there's still 98 people here. Amazingly, I can't believe it, and only 50 likes. So if y'all could take just a second and go like or dislike this, I
Yeah.
would love you forever. Hey,
Please,
it's
please,
just a
please.
chat.
Hit the thumbs up.
I've missed
come
a
back and visit
lot
us
of the
again.
chat. I've had 2 people come to my door since I got here. I'm trying to get them gas logs hooked up. Pay your bill and monitor your balance and get some kind of revolving credit is what is being said. But
Yeah.
yeah. Look, this is crazy. My credit score is 740 and I can't get a Lowe's card still. Anything there's no, there's this one company called Symphony or something credit. They will not give me anything. I bought a $5,000 lawnmower, and when I went to buy it, I was scared I was going to have a down payment. I got 0 interest. My credit was so good. But I can't get any credit from Symphony, and I don't know why. And they're
Wow.
they're the ones that do Lowe's, and I don't know why. Like, my credit scores,
That's weird.
my lowest credit score is 740. It is weird. I think, I don't know.
Well, here's what's
What do they
crazy
want
for me.
from you? Your firstborn? My
Yeah.
God.
Your firstborn and your first grandchild.
I would give them my second. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
a
here's
damn
what's
joke.
crazy for me is
everyone
I'm not
will say
working
tomorrow.
now. I'm not working now. I'm on disability, and I'm getting, here I was a nurse. Now I've got student loan I'm paying for still. I'm not working. Now I get credit cards almost daily in the mail saying I'm pre-approved. I'm like, what the heck? Where were
Yeah,
you when
I
I
don't-
was making money and needing it? And
Oh, they do it especially hard, like if your credit is lower or you've just had a bankruptcy or you're paying off student loan debt. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but that's when they
I
will
have the
flood you
student
with
loan. Yeah.
Me too, big time. Over $100,000 is what I left school with, and I haven't had money to pay on it at all, and that was 6 years ago. So I God knows, because for some unknown reason, the University of Phoenix is expensive as all hell to go to. I have no idea why.
Oh,
Let me
I mean, they're no different than any other school. They do include your textbooks, though. You don't usually, except for like the elective classes, you normally don't have to pay for your
oh,
textbooks. But
textbooks. My
still,
God, my anatomy book was, I think, $280.
Oh, the books are
Just for
ridiculous.
that one.
I want to say something for since this has turned into a financial advisory class, and I'm not a
It's fun.
I do want to say this. This is my credit score went from 513 to 740 in 6 years, but it went from 515 to like 650 in 2 years, and I didn't pay off. Like I had a car and 2 credit cards from my marriage. I let a car go back, and there was like a $6,000 owed, and then 2 credit cards that my husband ran up, and they were in my name, and I pay. If you have a debt against your credit that is against you, if you call the credit agency that company has used and say, I don't have this $6,000, what will you settle for? They'll take.
Oh.
I think I paid $1,200 on $6,500 car.
Wow.
And it still it kind of hurts your credit. Like it goes on you as a settlement payoff, so you don't get full credit like you paid that debt. But once it comes off your credit. So if you have $1,000 loan on your credit, and a lot of people don't know this, if you call that credit company that's calling your phone every day, that you won't answer that phone call, because if you get your taxes back and you have $500 and it's a $1,500 bill, answer that call and say, I don't have this $1,500, but I got $300. What will you take? And they might say, we won't take $300, but we'll take $350. That's a thing.
I've done that with medical bills. Yeah.
Medical bills
student
can't hurt your
loans-
credit. They can't hurt you getting a loan.
The
Right.
thing with student loans is that when I started out, I started in college at the end of 2008, and my loans were through Sallie Mae. Well, then come about 2011 or 12, I get this email. Like, there was no, you can do this. No. The government completely took over all of our student loans, made it to where we can't get rid of them in a bankruptcy. There is absolutely no way in hell to get rid of them at all. Like, and which I find ridiculous. Like, we were not given an option on that. It just happened.
Well, here's what I don't understand with mine, just to interrupt you for a second. But I don't understand with mine because I was hit by a lady that was texting and driving, and that ended my career. Why am I paying student loans yet? I mean, I get she didn't have the insurance to pay for everything for me. I didn't get a settlement out of it all. But wouldn't there be something for my student loans that could, since I'm not working and I'm
They
disabled?
don't care. Now, I have heard that even if you don't actually get disability, if you can prove that you are disabled and can't work, there's supposed to be some place that you can contact, and they will help you get rid of your student loans. I, however, have not found anyone that can tell me what this magical place is.
Google
I
it.
But I tell you what,
either.
if I ever find it, I will
Google
let you
it.
know, Tammy. For
Thank
real.
you.
I know, like, I didn't go to, like, a university, but
You didn't
the
miss anything.
stories I have heard about student loans, and my brother.
Oh, God,
my
they're
brother,
awful.
my
It's
brother
ridiculous.
has a master's degree and is working on his doctorate and makes
bless his heart.
and makes less money than my other brother who didn't ever go to college one day of his life.
Yeah.
Right? But
I know.
he lives in a different state, and my brother here works for the power company and has been a lineman his whole life. So he's in a good business. But my brother, he says, and he's always said, he's been a teacher and a principal, if he could go to school for a living, he would. So no matter
God, why?
no matter what degree he gets, he's always going to go back. He's got a master's degree. He may have 2 master's degrees, but he's working on a doctorate. Why?
Well,
I
the
don't
thing
know,
is,
because his
If I
income's
didn't have
not.
my boys,
as
I'd do the same. I'd go back and be a
his
friggin' doctor.
income doesn't seem to be
That's what I wanted
increasing,
to do.
but he just loves to learn.
well, as long as he's
Yeah,
in
see,
school,
that's me
that
too.
debt don't count against him. It's when you leave. But as long as you continue to go to school, you don't have that on your credit. True story.
Did not know that. Y'all, we've been here
But
a long time. How long have we been here? Since
don't even know.
8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Yeah.
oh my God, almost 3 hours.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to do 3 hours anymore. So,
Good night, Hoot 3.
not Hoot
Good
3,
night,
love you.
Hoot.
I love you all for being here. I had a rough afternoon. And I've had a rough 2 days because I feel like poo. I love you all for being here.
I hope you feel better when you wake
I
up.
do too. Thank you.
Have you been taking vitamins and stuff?
Yes, ma'ams. I hear you. I do hate that. I thought I had some kind of stream scheduled where we were going to have people and come in and out. I thought it was going to be like people who have stream yards and people come in and out, but people were kind of shy maybe. But I saw a lot of new names, and I'm so glad for that. I hope you hit the subscribe button and give me a chance, and I'll show you we'll have fun here. We do have fun here for the most part.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yes, we do.
And I love you all, but I do
I
have
love
to
you
get off
guys.
of here.
And love everybody in chat. Like we said, we can't see you, but
But we love
we
you.
know you're there,
Thank you,
and we appreciate you
Kanai.
all.
Thank you, Tammy, for coming in, and thank you, Kier. And thank you, Nene.
Thank you for having me. I love talking with you guys.
We love you too.
Yeah, it was fun.
And y'all have a
Brought me out of my
great.
shell.
Y'all have a great.
There we
night.
go. We're getting you out a little bit at a time, Kier.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry.
Y'all have,
Kier's been out. You're not, no.
y'all have a great. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. I love you all.
Good night,
Good
y'all. Love
night.
you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Love everyone in chat.